Well, it's a Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours edition. We're joined a bunch of lovely ladies. Podcast After Hours edition. We're joined with a bunch of lovely ladies. So, real quick announcement before we get into the show. Rumble.com/freshfit. This is part 3 of the 3-peat, man. This is the third podcast of the day, man. So you guys better like this goddamn video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check us out over there on rumble.com/freshfit. So when the day comes and we get canceled, you'll know where to find us. Also, freshfit.locals.com for pre-stream content, kickouts,
double dates,
everything
in between.
behind the scenes lifestyle shit. Go check us out over there, freshfit.locals.com. Also get the merch, guys, freshfitpodcaststore.com. I think we fixed it.
Yes.
So it should be up within the next 24 hours or so. So you guys can go ahead and get all the t-shirts, all right, that you guys have come to learn and love.
And hoodies as well.
Yes. And then also, guys, go check out our other YouTube channel. It's called Fresh Fit Clips. On there, we post 6 to 7 clips per day, plus 10 shorts. And we got another YouTube channel called More Fresh Fit Clips. So if you guys can't get the long form content, go ahead and check out the bite-sized form over there on the clip channels. Then, Fresh, your vlog.
And if you guys want to see lifestyle videos, behind the scenes, and vlogs as well, go check it out on the vlog channel. And as well, join the CEO Network. Great value, giving value, awesome guests. Go check it out.
All right. And CEO Network?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
And then you guys check me out on Fed Reacts. As you guys know, I break down criminal cases on there. So if you like true crime, something a little bit different, go check me out over there. The last video I just streamed it yesterday, was the Trump indictment. As you guys know, he got federally indicted by the FBI recently.
Wrong.
So I went into the it's not, I wish it was wrong, man, but it's very bad. But anyway, I go into the charges, what he's looking at, and if he could beat the case. And I pretty much give my prediction on the only way that he'll be able to beat this Fed case. So go check it out over there on Fed Reacts. And also don't forget to go ahead and yes, it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Mo, you can say it, it's okay. But yeah, guys, it's also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So whether you want to listen to it on audio or visual, we got you. Also, go get my book, Why Women Deserve Less. Amazon bestseller right there. It's only about 86 pages because, well, of course, women deserve less. So stop sipping. Go ahead and get your copy of the book.
She's like, hell no.
Audible, Kindle, all versions. It's out there, guys. So go check it out on Amazon.
And Chris.
And ladies, DM me Nancy Poxon on IG. Make sure if you're flying in from some other country, state, or whatever, just make sure you hit me up ahead of time, more or less. And other than that, shout out to the girls on the panel, and let's have a great show.
Woo! All right. So ladies on the panel, if you don't mind, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status, and if you want to, of course,
your body count.
And we're going to start right here.
Hi, everyone.
Well, he did point to both of you.
Stupid. Hey, y'all. No, we'll start right here. Sorry.
Hey, y'all.
Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nandi. I am from Philly.
How old are you?
30.
All right. And what do you do for work?
I manage a raw vegan restaurant.
Ooh,
you're vegan?
Nice.
I'm vegan, yes.
Team vegan.
Okay.
Not the cap. Wait. You're a vegan?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh
And
my
a
god,
raw
vegan, which is
For
actually
vegan.
awesome.
When'd you last had meat?
20,
Doesn't matter.
2015.
Wow.
Okay, girl, you committed, period.
Okay, and dating status?
I'm single.
Single?
Mm-hmm.
And you're vegan?
Yeah.
L.
Vegan.
All right, wait. Hold on, Fresh. She's 30?
Yeah.
I thought you was like 21.
No, seriously, I thought you was my age.
Well, black don't crack.
Black don't crack, so I mean. Good job.
That's awesome.
And what's your highest education level completed?
Highest completed is high school.
Okay. Cool.
Highest high school. Get it?
What about you?
Hello, my name is Leilani. I'm 18 years old and I'm in college right now. And outside of college, I'm a new real estate agent. And I'm originally from Texas. And
What part?
El Paso.
Oh, shit, the border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
And then your highest education level completed is high school, I'm guessing, and you're in college right now, you said?
Yes.
And single?
Yeah, single.
All right, cool.
Still? Damn.
It's on me.
She only
Yeah.
18.
What's happening,
Hello.
y'all? Good, guys. What's up? I'm Chi Chi. I'm 25, and I'm a staff accountant. I know it don't look like that, but I'm a staff accountant. I love money. For real. I like to count it up. Let them know what's going on in the business world.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Miami, Florida. Never saw snow in my life.
And you said you're a staff accountant.
For sure.
Are you do you have your CPA?
No, I have to go to grad school, but I start in fall.
Okay. You have your bachelor's degree, I'm assuming?
Of course.
Okay. Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, shit.
From where?
GCU.
Okay.
They gonna know. They gonna know.
It's in
where it
Orlando.
is.
Okay.
It's in Daytona, but okay.
Okay. All right. Well, Whatever.
That was-
Okay. I got something from the side.
Yeah,
Side
You're
okay.
El Chris Elmo.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
head first, man.
And then what's your relationship status?
I never had a boyfriend before.
I see why.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Not too
masculine.
much.
It's all good. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk
Have you had a girlfriend
It's all
before?
masculine.
Let's do the introductions first. We're gonna talk
Do you have a
about it.
girlfriend?
We're
Okay.
gonna talk about No, I'm
Oh, okay.
straight.
Straight.
You're single. All right. What about you?
My name is Cynthia. I have 22 years old. My first language is French, and
Oui, oui.
I'm from Montreal.
That's the only thing you know.
Where are you from? Are you from France or Canada or where?
Montreal in Canada.
Montreal. Okay. Okay.
saying
And what do you
double.
do for work?
In what I work,
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I'm a psychiatric nurse.
Okay.
Nurse?
Pediatric nurse, children.
No, psychiatric.
Wait, nurse?
Psychiatric.
Psychiatric.
Psychiatric. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Are you just visiting Miami?
Yes, just
Okay.
for travel.
Okay.
She belongs to the streets.
Do you have what's your highest education completed? Masters?
In Quebec, it's not the same, so it's like college.
Okay. How long were you in college then? How many years?
3 years.
3 years.
Nice.
Okay.
Almost done.
Okay.
Nice.
And then what's your relationship status?
Single.
All right. Cool.
She said a single.
Everybody's single on this panel.
Single.
Okay. All right. Cool. What about you?
Me? Well, I'm the old lady of the group.
No way.
Totally. I'm
You're the
42
same age as
and
us.
Well, let's start. What's your name?
Empress Misty or Misty.
Okay. And you're 42. You said. Where are you from?
A little bit of everywhere, but I'm currently from Dallas, Texas. That's where I flew in from this morning.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm dominatrix,
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Full-time job?
full-time job.
Nice.
I maintain a dungeon, a 2,200 square foot dungeon, and have maybe 5 slaves. There's one in training.
It's Juneteenth.
It's
man.
Juneteenth.
It's Juneteenth. man. I just heard the word. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Submissive.
Wait,
we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
guys. She means slaves from a sexual
I mean,
standpoint.
yeah.
We don't have to make
Yeah.
it all about race.
Yeah,
and
it's
get
not a racial
you
thing at
funny.
all.
Your name is Misty, right?
Yes. My real name
I
is
thought it was-
Misty. My stage name is Misty. I'm not big on fake names.
Pokemon badges, dungeons.
Yeah.
What's going
Oh,
on here?
yeah. Yeah. yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I get it fresh.
Okay.
Whoa.
So you're a
Sounds
professional dominatrix. How long have you been doing that?
I do lifestyle and professional. So I've been in the arena since I was 17.
Damn, that's like
Nice.
30 years.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Over 20, like 20.
So, okay. How long? Okay. How long have you been doing it like full time? Then, like in it, like this is what I do permanently.
5 years.
5 years?
But like the last 2 years, I've gotten much more serious about it.
Okay.
Although I'm really shitty with my social media, so it doesn't reflect it.
Question: can you define what a slave is? Because I feel people misunderstand
Okay,
that phrase a lot.
So we could also, I'll use the word submissive
Right.
from now on.
No, it's okay. You can say slave. Don't worry about it.
And in this context, it's people who allow me, who choose my leadership and or as a professional side of it, they pay me to at least for an hour in their life be submissive. I actually often get a lot of alphas who actually aren't submissive. In this regard, they give me a script because they're buying my time and my
Okay.
skills. So like I've had a few, and this is the difference between a fetish and like a dom sub situation. So those males are just looking for a place to stop thinking for a minute. So they have a fetish that just requires someone to be more of a dominant role. I
think
usually get a
it's
script for
natural.
those.
Yeah.
And then I have people who want to be submissive and they're like, Empress, please just let me zone out. And they give me whatever their unique and interesting activities are, as long as it's within my wheelhouse, like what
Okay.
I'm willing to do.
Okay.
And, I take it from there. It's just people who want to take a break from their life, professionally speaking. And like my primary relationship, we have kids and like a whole family house. And then I have this other life over here in a whole another building.
He's cool with it.
Well, he met me in it.
Oh.
That's how it all started.
When your
Didn't have a
customers?
choice.
Sort of. Yeah. I guess technically he started out as a customer and, technically all of my relationships have come from work at some point because I am a very busy human with a full-fledged family and a full-fledged business and a half or so with all of this. So I don't really do like if someone meets me on the street, I'm like I'm fucking busy.
Okay.
It's funny because
go ahead.
I actually met someone in your same occupation, and her clients are like CEOs of companies that just
Yeah.
want to release and let go. And I'm like,
Right.
this is CEO of a Fortune 500 company coming to somebody to be submissive, which is crazy. 'Cause
Most
their whole life, their
is-
entire life is being dominant and being a
Right.
man.
Right.
So-
It's not submission is not necessarily about not having someone else run your whole life. It's about for people who are in power, it's about having that moment. And you got to remember, all humans are dominant and submissive to varying degrees. And fortunately, the high level alphas are small in number. Could you imagine if everybody was a high level alpha that never wanted to, like everybody fighting? Like Fit here is kind of the alpha of this whole thing, but he has brought in a crew that's willing to accept his leadership. But y'all aren't necessarily submissive, but you see him as a good boss man. And like it's not got the same concept that I work through, but it's still there's the leadership and the followership. I mean, you can break it all down to leadership and followership. And just like in the military, you've got people who love being a lieutenant because anything above them that keeps going, and then anybody, but they still get to boss someone around. So
don't worry, we'll have some more. He's trying to say land a plane.
oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So
Land a plane.
what's your highest education level completed? Maybe dungeon school or something. I don't know.
Actually, I quit in 11th grade because I couldn't stand the retardedness of high school, and I started making six-figure income, so I never ended up getting my GED.
Remember the R word, you can't say it.
All right, and then you said you're in a relationship. How long you been with your guy?
Let's see. I think I met him when I was 26.
Wow.
So I'm 42. So a minute.
So almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Like 16 years. If I'm
That's
not
awesome.
mistaken.
That's awesome.
All
I
right.
look up to you.
Cool. Are you guys like married or are you guys just together?
Long story short, we did that, and sometimes people get wedding cake syndrome. So I'm now divorced, but he's still the most important relationship in my life. We all live together, and our children are number one focus.
So y'all got married, got divorced, back together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it works.
Okay. All right.
Whatever works.
What about you?
Whatever works.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Bien, bien.
Bien. Soy Jimena.
Sí.
I'm 19 years old. I do social media for a living. And
Social media like what?
like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat,
Okay. What kind of content do you make?
lip singing videos. I'm like recognized as the gas station girl because I
Okay.
dance in a gas station.
That's cute.
And where are you originally from?
Mexico.
Okay. And then
Do you go to the gym?
I do go to the gym all the time.
All right.
You gotta say feel like fit.
Fit.
all right. And then highest education level completed is high school. Are you in college or no?
I'm about to be
Okay. And then relationship status?
single as fuck.
No.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
My name is Kayla. I'm from Montreal. It's why my English it's not perfect.
Don't worry,
I'm
copy
a
and paste.
French girl.
I'm seeing double here.
Okay.
Yes.
How old are you?
I have 22 years old.
Okay. And you're from Montreal as well. What do you do for work?
Same thing of my sister. I'm a psychiatric nurse.
Okay. All right. And then same thing, school, 3 years.
Yes, at the same CGP in the same times.
Okay.
Yes,
And then what's your relationship status? Single too?
single too.
Okay.
Yo, chat said right Twitter's better.
All right.
Did the same thing.
All right. What about you?
Me, my name.
Hey y'all!
Hey y'all! My name is Dutch the Duchess.
Welcome back.
Hey, I missed y'all a lot. It's almost been a year, honestly. But I am from Oklahoma City originally. I live here in Miami. I am a traveling private tattoo artist, full-blown artist, designer, social media influencer, anything dealing with art, music, fashion. That is me. I get paid to do what I love.
Okay.
And what was the other question?
How old are you?
I am 27 years young.
Okay.
Nice.
And you said you're a traveling tattoo artist. What's your highest education level completed?
I graduated high school.
Okay. And then relationship status?
I am single
All right.
and building.
Cool. What about you?
Hi, I'm Skyla. Welcome back.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Broward County.
Okay.
Born and raised here. I'm a student at FAU studying criminal justice.
Okay.
I want to be in the crime scene unit.
All right.
Nice.
Fun.
And I'm single.
Okay. And highest completed obviously is high school. You're in college now and single. All right, cool. What about you?
Hey y'all. My name is Sin Robinson. I am 24. I'm
Period.
from Chicago.
Wait, hold on. What was your first name? I'm sorry.
Sin Robinson.
Sin. Okay.
And I'm from Chicago. I'm 24. I model. I'm trying to start. I have a podcast, but it ain't doing well, you know. But it's getting there.
What's it called?
Sinful Talk.
Oh.
So yeah, and then I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I know what I mean. And then I'm in medical school right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, you're in med school, you said?
I'm in medical school, yes.
I'm
a little nervous.
So you have your bachelor's degree then?
No.
How
I'm
you-
getting certification.
Yes.
So you're not in med school then?
Whatever you want to call it.
She has to take a test.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're not going to be.
Stay bored.
You can't go to med school unless you have a bachelor's degree.
I don't know.
You can get your license.
She ain't gonna pass.
I'm not gonna pass.
No, my mom's a nurse. so
When I pass, I'm gonna smack it in your face. Okay. Don't discredit me. I'm nervous.
Don't be.
I am. This is my first time.
And then what's your relationship status?
Confused.
Okay.
Oh, complicated.
So we'll say single.
No, I'm confused.
Keep it like that.
Why are you
All right.
confused?
Cause I got like a little situation, but I don't want to be with him, but I want to be with him.
Mhm.
And I want to do what I want to do, but he won't let me. But I still do what I want to do, so I'm confused.
Go, Queen.
He probably watch.
Oh, he's definitely watching.
He's watching while
Wow.
eating some noodles.
All right. All right. You want to go ahead first and hit some of these chats real fast?
Let's do it. Wyatt in building says, ladies, what's the most vile thing you've seen a friend / roommate do behind their boyfriend's back? Ooh, that's a good one. So a friend of a friend or your friend personally, you've seen them do something shady to their boyfriend behind their back.
What
What
about
is it?
me? Oh,
What is it?
So we'll start with you. Maybe seeing them go to the club.
Oh, my friend,
Mhm.
don't judge me, y'all. This is no judge zone. My friend and her boyfriend was having a feud over me because they both. Okay, I used to fuck my friend. She's a girl, but we became best friends after that because the dating part didn't work. And so it was a whole little situation going on with their little orgy they had. She fucked his friend, and he fucked her friend. So like they had an orgy, and he was like, "Okay, since you fucked my friend, I want to fuck your friend. I'm not coming off her," which was me. So like they used to argue and fight over me, and then like I came over there and she ate my coochie in the bathroom. He got mad.
okay.
Wait, don't ask him.
Huh? I mean, like, what were we asking for? She asked to eat it. I said, okay. And we went in the bathroom.
Wait.
Okay.
But she
said done
did it to
and
make him
done.
mad, though. So, like, I guess he was furious because, like, basically he wanted to eat it with her. So,
Okay. I guess that's
Retaliation.
behind his back. I get it. Jeez.
technically not because he was in the same house. He was just behind the bathroom door.
you
So,
savage for sure.
I'm not, though, but, like, because we did this before him. So, it's like, you think it's going to stop because y'all dating?
Absolutely not.
Right. Like, this really.
You a G.
So you make your own rules. Got it. All right. What about you?
I really can't think of one. I've never really seen my friends act. I've never really seen like my friends like do stuff like I personally just haven't seen it, but
You gotta know something. Somebody in school, friends of friends, going to Kendall and back, going to Miami and back. Something's happening. Broward
I guess-
County.
okay. I would say like the most like obvious thing I would see is just them dancing on someone at the club.
No
knowing
way.
knowing that they have a boyfriend.
Really?
And I just
That's it?
yeah.
Okay. So they'll go to a club, that's on a guy, and their boyfriend at home.
They just kind of let it happen and just go home like it's nothing. And I'm like, okay, you do you. I saw nothing.
All right. What about you?
Honestly, haven't get too close with people to where I met their boyfriends. So the only boyfriends that I would known is my sister's boyfriends, and they ain't do nothing behind they back that I've seen. So that's all I gotta say.
No, but the question is, what did the girls do that have boyfriends?
I couldn't even think of nothing, honestly.
Nothing?
I don't be in nobody's business. I mind my business and drink water.
Okay.
And go to the
I
gym 6
drink.
days a week. I promise you. I can't even think of it. I'm thinking back when I was in Oklahoma too, and I'm like, and I promise you, I'm not even capping right now.
You sound like Kevin Gates a little bit. That's hilarious.
I'm sorry, I got a relaxed voice because
It's
it's
all
tea.
good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. What about
It's a
you,
good
Miss
voice.
Montreal? Sorry. Go back.
Uh,
Yeah, Montreal.
I don't have understand what it's will.
So the question is, one of your friends, basically, have they ever had a moment where they did something bad behind their boyfriend's back? Like they did something and the boyfriend didn't know at all what happened. Like maybe cheat, go to a party they're not supposed to go to. You know.
My boyfriend, if what he have do, it's strange before.
If your friend, like let's say your sister or
Yes.
your family, like she has a boyfriend and she goes to the club behind his back, or like cheat on him behind his back. Do you know anybody that did that?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. What about you?
My ex-girlfriend, she cheated on her boyfriend at the party. That's like
Your
that's-
ex-girlfriend?
my best girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
We went to that party together, and she obviously had a boyfriend. And she was like, "Hey, like there is so many cute guys in here," and I was like, I was single, so like I was like able to say, "Yeah, right." Like there was. Then I remind her like, "Hey, you have a boyfriend. Remember, like no cheating like on him." She got really fucked up and go to the like upstairs and fuck that guy.
Damn. Blame,
Did she
blame it on
remember it?
alcohol, bro.
I don't know. Sometimes like alcohol changes you.
No, it definitely
It
does.
definitely does. It makes you do stupid things like you don't want to. And the next day you wake up and you're like, "What did I used to do?"
Hey man, that's a red flag right there. If it goes drunk, stay away.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't think I've had any friends that I've
Come on, you're
seen do
42.
evil, vile things, but obviously I work with married people all the time. But they're not women
So you're saying that these guys are married, they come to you for like a release.
frequently. They come to, well, not always. Not all domination means an orgasm.
Okay.
But they are probably doing things that if their wife knew about it, they'd be fairly upset.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you understand the question or no?
No, my friend is a
Angels?
good girlfriend.
Oh, angels. Never.
Yes.
Nah. Not one friend is bad?
No, when my friend is in a couple, is really good. Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
What are y'all doing here in Miami then?
What?
What are you guys doing here in Miami?
Vacation?
Vacation?
What happens on vacation?
We do some meeting.
Sexy time?
In Greek.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui.
And le wee wee.
I really want to know if they share a boyfriend ever.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the question. You ever share a boyfriend before together?
No, no, never.
Or share a man? No.
No.
I come from the world of poly, so.
Okay. What about you?
Oh god.
I have ADHD, so what's the question
Yo,
again?
got you.
The question is, do you know a girl that has cheated or did something behind her boyfriend's back that was like, oh wow, that's crazy that she did
Yeah, I had a cousin. That counts.
that? Hell yeah. Tell us.
Oh my god.
What- what happened?
She wasn't my roommate, but she lived across the hall.
Mhm.
And we had a friend, right? She was our friend platonic. And she was sleeping with her behind my back.
Oh, you weren't invited.
All right, that's what it sounds like.
But aren't you straight though?
They did not tell me. So I had to find out, like, that's disrespectful.
No, that's enough.
But are you straight though?
Absolutely.
So why do you care?
I care because she says she's straight and she's capping.
So how you mad? You're straight.
She my cousin and she capping. Like, tell the truth. Like, what you hiding that from me for? I had to like find out the hard way through my roommates.
You sound like you want to be there. Okay, cool.
Absolutely
All right,
not.
well, what about you?
I know I've heard of someone that had multiple boyfriends. So I guess that's it. And she would like lie and each boyfriend would think, they're exclusive.
That's not
That's
cool.
pretty much. But it's not my friend. Okay. I don't correlate with them at all. but it's just a friend of a friend of a friend.
So it's not, so it's not you?
No,
Associate.
it's not me.
Okay.
No.
Just asking for the chat.
Mm.
All right. What about you?
It's not vile, but this is a friend of a friend, and she's married, and we all went to the club together, and she just like every other guy she knew, like every other guy that was in the club, and she had them all like buy her drinks and everything.
She was drunk as hell.
She was, yeah.
We already know.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question for the girls.
What's up?
In the social media era, are women more selective now, or let's say 50 years prior? We'll start here with Miss Philadelphia. Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era, or 50, 60 years ago?
I would say that they're more selective now.
Why?
Because with social media, like you have access to like a lot of different things, a lot of different people with dating apps, social media. So there's a bigger pool, and maybe like some women think like, okay, that they're that like the guy they're looking for maybe is not like on their level. So like they think like there's access to like a maybe like guys that they wouldn't have had access to like 50 years prior.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era or 50 years prior? So maybe your grandmother.
Yeah, I think they're more selective now, primarily because social media has exposed everyone to new looks, and especially for even men as well. I think like social media exposes you to a lot more attractive people, and then it's like, oh, you look at social media rather than in real life. I guess.
Do you think men are more selective as well now?
Yeah, most like I've even heard experiences from older men saying like, "Oh, back then it was much harder to find beautiful women, and now I can just go on Instagram and boom, they're right there." And you can also meet people.
But how successful are they in actually meeting these women, you think? Realistically speaking.
I mean,
Is that how they meet you?
depends.
Yeah.
Through social media? No.
Okay.
But I have met some people through online. So I think it does open a new, world.
You think those men that you met online have the same amount of options that you have online?
Yeah. More.
You think more? Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I think
You don't
it
know?
depends.
Okay. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years ago?
Well, after COVID, everybody a homebody. So you got to do everything virtually. I just made a Tinder the other day.
No, don't do
Bro,
it.
I was against online
Don't do it,
dating
bro.
until I couldn't find a dude in person. Like,
desperate.
So are you saying
I
women
just
are
want
more
a
selective?
partnership.
Don't do it. Don't do
To answer the question, do you think women are more selective now or 50 years
Yeah,
ago?
now they a homebody. That was my answer.
So they are more selective because they're homebodies.
They're homebodies, so they have to do it virtually.
Okay. All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years ago?
I'm very selective, but I think no. She's not more selective now.
You don't think women are more selective now?
No.
Why do you say that?
But if I see my friends and other people, I don't think people are selective.
What makes you say that?
I think some people don't want to are single and they choose the first person
that approached them.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Do you select the first person that approaches you?
No, me, I have a partner in my life. I don't have a...
Gotcha,
I
bitch!
don't need a boyfriend.
Okay.
Partner?
Partner for life. It's my twin.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's what she meant.
I
but-
love it.
Oh, look at her.
Okay. But you think other women pick the first guy that comes up to them?
Yes, but some of my friends.
They pick
I
the
don't
first guy?
think my friend was in love with all boys define, but it's
mean-
my opinion.
Do you mean to just date that night?
What?
Do you mean for that night specifically? He means for like boyfriend.
For boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you think women are less selective now?
Yes.
Okay.
She's also from, it might be different in Canada.
Maybe.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now in the social media age or 50 years prior?
They're more selective now because they think they have more options.
Okay.
But a lot of a lot of people today on the dating scene are short term. They don't see it on short. They see life in a short term. So it's like, oh, I can keep going. The grass is greener concept.
Okay.
And real relationships take real work. I mean, there's a reason that I've been through these cycles, and we're not always perfect, but we do emotional work. We do communication. We work things out. So it takes work. And I see a lot of people that have not even been shown that they can do certain types of work.
So you think women are more selective now because of perception?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
training, social training.
Okay. Can you explain the social training? What do you mean specifically?
Well, if you look at our culture right now, everybody thinks there's 30 options. And yeah, you might have 30 options to go out on a single date or a few dates. But there's also like
you said everybody. Do you mean
like
both
a lot
men
of
and women?
more
Or are you
women than men.
Okay.
Men that have more options always have more options because they've got that type of swagger. The majority of men do not because they don't. Well, frankly, they probably have given up on dealing with most American women.
Okay.
So money.
So you think more women are selective because of being socially trained to think that they have more options?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or to think short term. Everyone thinks short term. I mean, the 6-second video is popular for a reason.
Okay. All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now in the social media era or 50 years prior?
They are definitely more selective now because the people I am around with, they all look like for money and fame. Just because they have that or whatever, like you got like a base of fans, they think they deserve like better instead of looking for like feelings and what's the name, commitment in a relationship or like in a man.
So they want a guy that has money and fame.
Basically, like girls nowadays, that's what they want. Like
Okay.
I'm better, so like I deserve better.
And what do they bring to the table to ask for that?
Well, I'm just saying, like people that I've been around with, that's how they act. Instead
Yeah,
of like,
but I'm asking, like, if they want money and fame from a guy, what do they bring
well,
in
they
return?
basically like they have that, so they want that.
Oh, they have money and fame. The girls.
Yeah,
that
that
you're
I've
around.
been with. Yeah.
So they think that they deserve that because they have
Yeah.
it.
Instead
Okay.
of looking for like fire for like commitment, love,
But
like married, like date to marry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a match.
Well, and as you're pointing out, they think that that's better.
Yeah.
Which that may not
It's
be
really
better.
not. Like, yeah, you gotta know your worth, but you gotta also like think about, you know, like for like commitment.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years prior?
It's hard to answer at this question because the girls are more difficult with the boys because she changed a lot of boys, but the girl have more relation. It's hard to answer with that. Girls more try with a lot of boys, but they don't choose just one.
Oh, they choose multiple?
Yes, it's difficult to answer at this question. The girls are not difficult for have many boys in her life, but she changed because she are not satisfied.
Satisfied?
Yes.
So she has multiple options, and she can choose.
I
from
think
those
that was a
guys.
very long-winded way of saying women are pickier now.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret it.
Yes.
So women are pickier now? Okay. So you disagree with your sister?
Maybe.
Language barriers.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's
What about you?
Of course, yes. We have more options. Men and women have more options. I can't lie. I dated someone that lived in New Jersey. So, and I was living out here. I mean, why trip over
No, that's cool.
You
But
know.
do you think women are more selective now or before?
now? Because
Now?
we can see who's in New Jersey. We
It's
can see who's
easy.
in Africa. We can see who's in Dubai. I mean, I need to see who out there, but we can see who's in Texas. You know, we ain't gotta just wait around. We can go stalk somebody's page. I don't do that, but
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure you don't.
I know.
All right. What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or 50 years prior?
Definitely think now, because just like what she said, that social media opens up like our eyes to different, things. We see couples do things and we're like, oh, like I want some of that. Like I want this, I want that. We have standards. So that puts us in a place where, we're like, we want a certain guy like this, we want a certain guy like that. We don't want to put our all into somebody just to get hurt in the end. So it's like we're very selective on who like we put our all to,
All right.
basically.
What about you? Do you think women are more selective now or before?
I think they're more selective now because I think social media is brainwashing all of us.
Okay.
Because we get
Yep,
on
yep.
social media and see everybody all fake ass happy because people go on the internet and act like they so happy, but they getting cheated on. And then it's like niggas are going on the internet and portray like they got so much money, they're doing so well in life because nobody gonna put how fucked up their life is on the internet. So it's like we be like, oh, we want him, but we really don't. Then we pick this nigga, he ain't shit.
Cat.
Is that from experience?
No, this is real life.
Okay.
This is what it is.
Okay. So it looks like pretty much everyone at the table thinks women are more selective now than before. Well, let me ask this. Do you think women were better, how do I say this? Women were more wife material back then or now? We'll start
Back
here.
then,
Back
because
then?
let
Why?
me tell you why we not like that no more.
Why?
For one, men think that you supposed to come home. Now, my boo, he a little different, but men think you supposed to cook, fuck the shit out of them, take care of the kids, and work. They want you to do all this and that and go 50-50 with them, right? But does that make sense? You think I'm gonna come home and fuck you and I just worked a 12-hour shift? You think I wanna come fuck you after I have to cook and clean after these kids? I don't. And then you don't pay bills, but you want me to act like your grandma used to do, and you don't pay bills like your granddaddy. So no, we not falling for that shit no more. It's, it's 50-50
Go, Queen.
and I'm not gonna go to work and I'm not gonna do all the extra shit. Like that's the problem now. Y'all don't act like our grandfathers, but want us to be so catering. And so like I can't fuck you if I have to be masculine all day. Like
Period.
So
you're not putting me
you'd
in
be
a-
cool with that if
Okay, girl.
you'd be cool
All
with
right.
that if
Well, let her finish her thought. And
Oh
then
no,
we'll
like
get
I'm
you.
all about the 50-50, but we gotta be rational. Like you want it's just too much. And then
Okay.
you want to cheat too and be
So-
50-50.
So basically for you think women were more wife material prior
Back in the day, yeah, because they were stupid. We ain't stupid no
because
more.
they were stupid. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
All right. But are they stupid if they're getting their bills paid and everything? Like
Yeah,
you said, like your
but
grandma?
you got 12 kids, you paying my bills. I don't know, maybe.
All right.
Well, women back then, all they would
Okay.
really do is just be housewives. All they would do is just cook and
Yes.
clean, and then that's it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to you now. You finish your thought, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For you, do you think women were more wife material back in the day or now?
I mean, it's kind of like 50-50. Women back then were wife material because all men would think about that back then because they were always housewives. They would
Okay.
just stay home, they would cook and clean, same thing. But even nowadays, women still do the cooking and the cleaning. But now they can go to work, they can help.
You think they're still doing it to the same level that they did 50 years prior, though?
I think it's to some extent, yes. But there's like different things that women
Okay.
do
Let
now.
me define what I mean when I say wifey material. I mean as in less promiscuous, which means less bodies, less prior boyfriends, less prior relationships, more dutiful in the household, more concerned with running the house versus running a career, etc. This is what men typically look for, and they look for these things to label a girl as wifey material. So what I'm asking you is, do you think women are better wife? Do you think women are better wife material now or prior 50 years?
Oh, back then.
Back then.
Yeah.
Okay. We have something.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you think that okay, I understand you don't want to wife a hoe, but like men have past too. So you wouldn't wife somebody who has all of those qualities, but you wouldn't wife her because she had a couple, like 10 boyfriends, whatever you want to say. You wouldn't wife her because of that.
Okay. I'm speaking generally here. I mean, we can get into that later on in the show, but in general, if I lined up 100 men and I asked them what qualifies as wife material for you, most of them, probably 90% or better, are going to say a woman that has a lower notch count.
Mhm.
That's just what most men want. when it comes to a woman that they're going to take seriously and they define as wifey material?
I disagree.
I mean, with all the respect, what you agree with and disagree with is irrelevant because I'm speaking facts. This is what most men think. So you don't have to disagree with reality. I might disagree with 1 + 1 is 2.
It's gonna come to
but
me.
it doesn't change the fact that it's still 2, correct?
I got you. It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come.
Okay. Well,
Irrelevant.
I mean, what I said is a fact.
How much you wanna bet?
It's a fact. Most men, if you're going to ask them what defines a wifey material woman to you, her past is absolutely going to be at the top.
What
of
if it's
that
trial
list.
and error?
Okay. So going back to anyway. So you said you think back then women were more wife material?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
It's just because I think because women actually had women had more of a standard to keep up with themselves, like because they know because men knew back then that women really didn't do much, so they seemed more of a wifey material because they knew that they didn't really do much, so they didn't have really much to worry about. Like, oh, this she's not sleeping around, she doesn't have a sexual past, she doesn't have anything like that. That's
Okay.
just what I think.
Yeah. And again, ladies, we're using the wife material standpoint from the male perspective, not the woman's perspective. Because quite frankly, no one gives a fuck what a woman thinks is wifey material because men are the ones that make you wives, right? So it's based off what the man wants.
They don't even make
Excuse
us
me?
wives.
That's
no more.
actually
Say it again.
That's facts.
Incredible.
Stupid.
So for you, do you think women were wife material more back then or now? And why do you think so?
Women that was wife material back then was wife material back then because that was back then. The standard for right now in the world that we are in right now is a little different. So the wife material that standard in today is a little bit different. But I say, of course, the wife material today is, better than a wife material back then because a wifey can actually handle and help you maintain a full-blown business depending on what type of woman she is. I don't know, everybody woman. So I would say the standards of women wifey material nowadays depend on what type of man you are.
I'm speaking in general.
Yeah.
Most men. Do you want me to go through the list again?
No, you don't have to. I mean, then I would have to say now because now is now. I don't know.
So you think women are there's more prevalent wife material women now than before? You think?
Be honest. Look at your friends.
I don't have a lot of them. So yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, then
I mean, it's a very simple question, ladies. I know that it might make you uncomfortable, right? Because you have to do some critical thinking. But what I'm asking is, if I lined up 100 women in 2023 versus 100 women in 1953, what's going to have a higher percentage of suitable candidates for marriage? It's very simple.
Back then.
So 1953 versus 2023.
Yeah.
100 girls. How many of them are wife material in 2023 versus 1953?
Let's say 1953. I wasn't back then, so I wouldn't really too much know. But I mean, it was.
Look at your grandmother.
I didn't honestly get to meet one of them or my grandfather, so I wouldn't honestly know. But I know she was probably a great woman to him.
Or a friend's grandparents or something, or an older person in general. Okay. What's your final answer? Is it old back then or now? Given the standard I just gave you.
Back then, because we got OnlyFans.
Okay.
Okay.
Good point.
Okay. Yeah, the audience is getting annoyed. Well, you guys got to understand. This is a tough question. What about you? What do you think?
I think it's now. Yeah.
You think there's more women that are wife material now?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Just because all girls want a car and like in 50 women in
50.
15 women don't have car and it's the same of the boys and now all the girls want all the same thing of the boys.
Oh, so you're saying that nowadays women want the same thing as men, so they're more capable of being wifey?
Yes, but what I said is a girl now want to have the same thing of a boy and before.
Does that make her a better wife though? That she wants the same thing as a man?
Yes, and before the girls and the men can share the thing, and now it's for the girl the same thing of the boys.
Do you think men want the same thing in a woman that a woman wants in a man?
I just say all boy and all girls have to have a car, and before it's share.
What the fuck?
So,
bro,
I'm gonna tell
Have you ever had a dream?
Chris, man.
You're saying that because they can get the same thing as men, they're better partners.
Yes.
Okay, that's your opinion. All right, cool. What about you?
Back then, for sure.
What?
Why? Because women, like before, they used to only worry about cooking, cleaning, having the dinner there ready for their man. Now they just worry about making money, selling like their bodies, this and that, like some way, like like make money, which like men don't like that. But
okay,
back then, yeah.
Makes sense. What about you? What's your opinion on this?
Well, in the 1950s, females tried harder. Men were also able to bring home a single paycheck and take care of that side. So the men were able to be good hunters and the women were excellent gatherers.
Simply put.
So you think back then is your final answer?
Yes. But any female now that figures out that we're supposed to be in a symbiotic relationship with men will make an excellent wife and stop trying to be a man too.
Okay. So you would say a higher percentage of women understood that back then versus now?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you learn that from your experience in your career or just by watching one of our shows?
I've been psychoanalyzing people for a long time. And I pull everything I've learned over the years in every interaction. I look at it from a very basic primal perspective. And yes, a woman can do all the things technically a man can do, but we're biologically different so that we can be in a symbiotic relationship together, which means that we're not supposed to be doing all the same roles.
Got it. Okay.
All right. What about you? Do you think women were better wife material back then or now?
Back then,
Okay.
because I think
So you disagree with your sister?
yes.
Why do you say back then?
Because now we work same time than boys.
I think what she means is like it's not good that they do want the same things.
Yeah.
So she argued women are better wives now because they want the same things. She's saying it's because they want the same things. They're not. Is that correct?
I have to work a lot, so I think I don't need a man to pay my things.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, same shit. So basically, they have the same view but different perspectives.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
Well, in 1953, these dudes wasn't lying. Now in 2023, they lying.
God.
Because they know if they come to the girl and say, yo, I just want one thing, she gonna deny him. So it's gonna mess up his ego.
Okay.
And it's gonna humble him. But back then, they knew they needed a family, a
Period.
wife, and kids. But now dudes just with you for the physical. I disagree. Straight up.
The question was, do you
I
think?
disagree. Yes, 1953. Yes.
Do you even know what the question was?
Yes. Hey, I remember this one.
Okay. What was the question?
It was 1953 or 2023. Were they better? I mean, were they more wife material? In 1953, I'll give it to you because back then they wasn't lying.
She's
They were
basically
in-
saying back then.
No, but I understand that. But what is the question fully? So what was the question I
In
asked?
20
And then what is your answer?
You didn't get nothing I said.
No, because you didn't make sense. Can you tell? Because you literally said that men are liars. What
Yes,
does that
they
have to do with
are.
my question?
Because in 2023, that's why we not linked
I didn't
up
ask
no more.
why women aren't wife material. I asked you, are they or are they not?
They're not in 2023 because these dudes are lying. I just gave you like the reason why. I could have gave you the answer straight up, but I just wanted to give you the reason why so you know, you feel me?
Yeah, but it's kind of irrelevant.
Oh,
And you led
okay.
with that. So you're
It's
saying
straight.
there were more wife material women back in the day than now.
Absolutely.
Okay. But your reasoning, you're saying, is because men lie now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They don't
What about
stand in
you?
their shit.
I think women were more wife material in the past
Why do you say that?
because traditional dating was more common in America. Now it's more modern, so that's why.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think that they were more wife material back then.
Okay. So now I have a question. Well, why do you say that?
I say it because back then, like, they were taught that, like, the community, the woman in their family would tell them, okay, like, this is what you do to get a man, this is how you treat your husband. But now, like, we really don't have that. Like,
Okay.
our parents, my grandmother and my mom didn't, like, tell me, like, this is what you do, you should get married, this is what you do to be a wife, this is what you do to the house. Like, we're really not being taught that anymore.
Okay.
Absolutely
So,
not.
so you're admitting that you're not wifey material?
Am I admitting that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not admitting that.
They're not husband material.
What?
They're not husband material anymore. So how can we be wife material if there's no one left?
Okay. So I guess they're very interesting. So a lot of you ladies basically said that women have higher standards now than before, yet you guys also admitted that women were better women and better wives prior, right? But they have more standards now. So explain this to me. Why is it that men have to work a lot harder for women that are lower quality?
What is lower quality?
Because
By
women
your
see
own-
that on the internet.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Get out of your feelings for 2 seconds. You guys literally just admitted that women are lower quality than they were before when it comes to being a wife, by your own admission. Okay? So I'm asking you, but you said that women have higher standards now.
It's the men that.
Yet, can you please be quiet for 2 seconds?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So you guys literally admitted that women have higher standards now, yet they demand more, but they don't bring the same qualities 50 years prior. So why do men have to work significantly harder for women that are lower quality? We can start here and then work our way around.
Why? I don't
Yeah.
think that they should.
You don't think they should?
No.
Interesting. Okay. What about you?
I think that still have to think about it.
All right, I'll come back to you.
Got him.
What about, yeah.
First of all, I want to apologize for cutting you off because I'm really passionate about this stuff.
All right.
Well,
so-
what's the question again, though? For real? 'Cause I don't be- no, for real. If you leave in my no, if you leave in my mind,
Gotta be a troll.
just one more time.
Well, she apologized, so.
You're not gonna say it?
I asked the first question, I said, are women more selective now or before? Pretty much all of you, except for one, admitted that women are more selective now, which means they have higher standards. Then I asked, were women better wives 50 years prior or now? Pretty much all of you admitted that women were better
Yeah, they were.
for wife material back then. So then my last question just now is, why do men have to work harder for women that are lower quality wives?
What is lower quality for a woman? I don't understand.
Yourself?
Yourself.
Me?
If women are more promiscuous
I
now,
disagree.
women are more promiscuous now than ever before. They care about career more than family. They care more about themselves than getting a man. They think men need to be super high standards, but they don't necessarily bring the same thing back in return. So why should men work super hard for women that are lower quality in 2023? That's my
It's-
question.
Why you got your hand up?
We'll let her answer first. You don't worry, we'll get to you.
Well, these dudes are lying, like I said. So they act like they want to be their husband, but they don't. They just want their physical. So the woman has to become masculine. You understand what I'm saying?
That doesn't answer the question.
What's the question again, for real?
All right, look.
You gonna skip me? Don't skip me.
I don't know if you're here to troll or you think this is some kind of game.
No, this is
or
my
this is a joke.
personality. Seriously.
Well, I'm really sorry that that's your personality for real.
He's asking why should men.
But I think she's here to troll. I don't even think that she's here to take the show seriously or whatever.
No, I disagree.
He's saying why should men work harder for low quality women?
So why
They
should a rich
shouldn't.
man work for a woman
Okay.
who work a 9 to 5?
But I don't know what a low quality woman
That's
is.
basically what he's
Okay,
saying.
either you have ADHD or you're just trolling, but
Or you're just low IQ. It's one of them.
No, high.
No, you're definitely
Well,
not
I'm
high
gonna be
IQ.
in the FBI. What do you mean?
Please don't.
okay. So you answered the question. You said they shouldn't work harder, right?
Fucking embarrassment, bro.
Okay.
We can skip me since
Thank
I'm
God.
such an embarrassment.
No, I mean you're just making yourself look crazy. I mean,
No, I love myself.
That was the question.
that wasn't what I said.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It doesn't matter, is what I'm saying.
All right, chat. What do y'all want, bro? I'll let the chat go ahead and decide this shit, man.
What? It doesn't
chat.
matter though.
Yo, if you guys want me to kick this girl out, give a 1 in the chat. If you guys want her to stay, 2, it's up to y'all.
Already?
Honestly. But I'll let the chat pick it.
I couldn't even get to the deep stuff.
I mean, you can't handle that shit, man.
I can drink to that.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
it's overwhelming ones. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she got to get out. All right.
Bye.
Just
Have a good night.
make it quick.
Exit left.
Be safe.
Just make it fast, please.
No problem.
To the left. To the left.
Yep.
Every
Yeah, just.
In the
All right,
closet.
ladies, just escort her out.
That's
All right.
stuff.
Yeah, incredible.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, let's get that chair out the way. Let's
Should we
fix
scoot
the
over?
seating arrangement. Yeah. Angie, move the mic out the way. Or actually, no, stay there with this.
You good?
You can just put the mic down.
Got it.
You can put it down on the floor.
On the floor? Oh, yeah, put it on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't get no room to move.
Incredible. Incredible.
I called that.
Yo, that was a terrible troll, by the way. It was funny, but then it wasn't funny after.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah, just
Yo, Chad, in my defense, can I explain for 2 seconds?
No,
nigga.
No,
This is
nigga.
an L all around, bro.
Listen,
L all
I
around.
watch Instagrams. I don't know how these girls talk. I see profile pictures. I read DMs, and that's about it, chat. So I don't know what the fuck.
That's
he's
L,
speaking.
nigga.
How's that, man?
That's L, bro.
You know why.
You know why.
I
Nigga.
know why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, goddamn. Okay. We'll move on to you.
You're next.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
So why do men have to work harder for women that are lower quality?
But what is lower quality for you?
Well, I said it earlier. Men typically want in a wifey material girl, they want a girl that's not going to be a whore, not going to have a long track record, not have a history, be submissive, follow his lead, these types of things. Be a good girlfriend. That's what men typically look for.
So imagine a girl that your guy friends will never want to be with. Lower quality.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know any girls like that?
No.
What the fuck is going on today, bro? Yo!
I was going to explain it, but
What's
I
going
can't.
on?
I think we're running into language barrier. So.
Yo.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to move on.
Yeah. What about you? Why should men work harder for women that are lower quality in 2023?
They shouldn't.
You
But
said
then again,
they shouldn't,
I
you said?
also see a lot of guys that are just trying to make their families work, and their married wives aren't taking care of them, or they can't talk to them.
Okay. So you're saying they shouldn't.
No.
What should they
That's
do?
kinda- Well, they're already doing it, sadly, because really we need to change the standard that women believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a roles thing, and there's been huge movements to make women think that. So I don't care if the man is a housewife or the woman is a housewife. Honestly, if you have 3 or 4 people all cohabitating and being in a loving unit,
Mm-hmm.
you have plenty of incomers, you have plenty of household people, and you need someone to run the cave, and you need someone to do the hunting.
Do you think it works though if the man is the housewife?
If the dynamic is correct and there's communication understanding, yeah, because if you have a dominant personality female, and I mean, some chicks are bad housewives, but they love to go out and earn money, and some dudes
Do you think
would be a
do you
better
think-
mom than
Do you
than a
think
woman,
do you think those women deserve a man though?
as long as they find the right dynamic.
But can they find that dynamic? Is
If-
my question.
Communication, it is possible.
Is it probable?
No, because we don't have that. We don't have the teaching in our culture for it to exist. It's an accident when it happens.
I think it just does not going to work. Period. Women that are these women that you're describing that like are super dominant and want to go out there and chase money, they're not going to sit there and have a housewife husband.
Well,
They're
that's
just
because
not.
that's training. That's because they have been taught to accept that, well, if this is the role you want to have, then you need to accept that you need a house husband. And I've seen a few.
You can't
people
train
that
attraction. Can't
I
train
get the
attraction.
biological attraction, but it would be rare. Honestly, it would be rare because you have your basic biology. Men generally want to be the hunter. That is a true statement, and that's fine. And like even with my submissive males, even with my primary, when we go to his events, I step back so I can just watch him work and do his thing that he's good at, and I try to make him look good because that makes me look good when he looks good.
Yeah, but I would argue most women don't want to have to program themselves to think about it and train themselves to do it. They want to be. They want to just be with a guy who gets it, is a leader. They fall in line. It's natural. It's not programmed. It's not. Oh, let me turn this shit off. You know, like the hyper masculine women that you're describing. Like
they're rare. Period.
Well, no, they exist. It's just that they're not going to take a housewife husband. Sounds good in theory, but it doesn't work.
It's where the whole
in
poly
practice.
thing comes in. I don't believe humans are truly monogamous creatures. I believe it's a trained trait. I mean, because you like I said earlier, you have alpha males, you have men that are less domineering, but I mean they need to be dominant somewhere. And you have females with varying degrees of dominance and submission. I mean, and they kind of go like this. And there's a handful of females up here. It's not the common. And there's a handful of men at the bottom.
What I'm arguing is that the women at the top that are the most dominating, domineering, as you would say, they will not tolerate a submissive man, is what I'm trying to say, in any type of serious relationship. They might tolerate him being a bitch, like here and there, like kind of the dudes that you have within a dominatrix situation. You're tolerating them for some type of monetary compensation, but you
but my
aren't really aroused or
my
attracted to
primary
them.
relationship is completely submissive.
That proves my point even further. That proves my point even further.
But in his realm, he is dominant, and he is like what he's good at doing. When he's at work, he is not submissive, and he couldn't work well.
That doesn't refute my argument.
He still has his strength.
That doesn't refute my argument.
I didn't. I'm saying that it's okay. Hang on, I'm losing. Yes, unless we start changing how it works culturally, but biologically, generally men want to run the household, and generally females want men to run a household, but at the same time they're being told they should also run the household. It's like, no, you have to give and take.
You completely shifted what the discussion was about.
Oh, okay. Well, draw me back in.
It was I was simply saying that women at the top that are the most domineering are not going to tolerate a man that's a pussy. Because you're saying, oh yeah, you can have a woman that's like a boss with a house husband. Yeah, it typically doesn't last.
I don't consider most submissive men necessarily pussies, actually.
That's quite literally what they are, is they're pussies.
No.
If your wife is a dominant in the relationship, you are by definition a pussy. Because your woman now wears the pants, she's the penis, you are by default the vagina.
I guess if you want to strip it that down.
I mean, look, I get it. Like, you're in a very strange relationship where you're kind of trying to justify your situation, but your situation is weird. I mean, with all due respect.
My situation is very unique.
Yeah, so most women would not want to be in that predicament. And I would, not to be an asshole, but I would argue that if you were 22, you would probably leave the guy that you're with. But since you're 42, you don't have the same options as a sexual marketplace.
When I was 22, I didn't know. I do have, I could totally have other options, but I choose not to because I do have responsibilities and a family to take care of. And
well, what I'm saying is, if those responsibilities weren't there, and if you were younger, you would not be with the man that you're with now, is my argument.
I don't know.
Be honest. Would you really?
Would I really? Well, let's see. If I didn't have kids, didn't understand everything, I was a lot more ignorant. I don't know. If I knew him the way I know him now, I would be with him.
But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't even care to know him at that point.
He doesn't come off as submissive when you walk up to him.
But you would find out later on and be like, oh, this dude's soft. I'm good. Like
he came in hot. Left
like
cold.
Yeah, like bro, like the cold hard reality is like women just are super cutthroat when it comes to male selection. I mean, like that's just how it goes. Like women reject guys for the dumbest shit. They don't even care a lot of times to get to know the guy. Like, oh, you're really sweet after the fact. If he doesn't even meet a certain requirement, you're not gonna give him a chance.
I mean, this is simple. How many ladies want to lead their man in a relationship here? Raise your hand.
None.
To lead?
Leader.
I don't want to be a leader.
No.
Yeah. So
no.
I mean, I can't listen to a man who submits to me. Like, I can't take you serious because you sitting here doing everything I say and I'm paying the bills. It doesn't work like that. No.
But if your man is masculine, he wants you to be feminine. So
Of
it's like,
course, I have no problem with that.
At the
All
end
right.
of the day.
So before we get too off track here,
yeah.
So since women, why do men have to work harder for women that are lower quality?
Well, I feel like they shouldn't be working for someone who's not bringing anything to the table. That's basically it.
Do you think that's most women today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit.
I got lost there.
Okay. What you got lost with what?
Just, I don't know.
No, she answered it pretty well.
I think so.
Okay. Cool. So you said you think they shouldn't. All right. What do you think they should do then?
I mean, I don't know. I was raised different, so I feel like in my like words like 50-50, like you bringing something to me, I'm like, bring something to you. It's like you pay the dinner, I give the tip.
Would you really want to do that though?
Yeah, that's how I was raised.
In a Mexican culture,
Mexican culture.
the woman doesn't pay anything in the Mexican culture.
No, they do actually.
Bro.
Yeah, we do. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco. I used
Bless
to go
you.
on dates. I used to go on dates, and because I don't like men paying for me in the first date or like.
Okay, that's what you personally don't like, but in traditional Hispanic culture, especially, the man pays for everything. The woman just shows up and she's pretty. Like it's very traditional. The man pays and leads everything.
It really depends, like where are we talking about? Because in Mexico it's different. My mom didn't pay for it. Like, my mom paid for like some parts too.
Did she pay for? What do you mean? Your mom
Because
paid for
women,
something?
like Mexican women, want to show that we're dependent. We're dependent, like in any way. Like we can take care of ourselves. We don't need a man.
Independent.
So that's why I feel like.
No, that's all
Okay, but
black
that's not
girls.
traditional though. Traditional is the man pays.
I mean, yeah,
Especially
we're
in
talking
Mexico.
about-
Like
I come from Mexico.
That's
Why
hold
would we-
on. You come from Mexico, but you might not necessarily stick to Mexican culture. Mexican women a lot of the times expect the man to pay, and this is in all Latino cultures. In all Latin cultures, the man is. That's where does machismo come from?
I mean, my mom
Masculine
didn't.
men.
My mom paid for like her stuff.
Okay, but that's
so I
not
did.
traditional though.
Then we're talking about like different like.
That's you, but that's
race-
not traditional.
So maybe your family's different because, from what I know, most Mexican girls that I know personally, they
Yeah,
don't
bro.
pay for anything.
Yeah,
their man takes care of them. But I could be, I mean,
That's Latin
is
culture in
different.
general. Like
Yeah.
you go out with a Colombian, a Mexican, whatever, Venezuelan on a date. Oh yeah, can you cover the tip? She gonna look at you like you're crazy.
I mean, it's because I was raised like poor, like really poor, and my mom had to work her ass off to like take care of herself. So it's like that's why I was like raised that way.
Okay, that's cool, but honestly speaking, most women are not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll cover the tip, man." Like
yeah.
they're gonna be like, "No, like I'm not doing that," or they'll look at the guy crazy if they do that. Maybe you might offer, which is nice, but most girls they'll be like, "No, what the fuck." All right, what about you?
I think the same thing of air.
okay.
That's not funny.
Yo, man.
No, if you want, speak French, and then can you translate?
Bro, they both can't speak English, bro.
My sister just said she
think
thinks the same thing of air.
Oh,
Not to my sister of air.
oh okay, of her.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
She said the girls have to pay the same thing of a boy, and she the boys don't have to have more.
Okay. She did say that. Thank you. All right.
Yes.
What about you?
Only simps be doing stuff like that for low quality
certain
women.
words. We on
No,
Twitch.
we're off. We can get off Twitch. Get off Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Oh,
So
dang,
yeah,
okay.
why should men have to work harder for women that are lower quality?
They shouldn't. I mean, only a high quality man who's really desperate is only doing that. Because why is a high quality man working hard for a low quality woman?
But what if low quality women flood the marketplace?
And they don't got
That's
no.
all
Then
there is.
y'all low quality women better be dropping y'all prices. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. What about you?
They shouldn't work so hard for a low quality woman. It's just because women have so much standards, and I don't want to say that having standards makes a woman low quality. I mean, yeah, she is looking for a certain type of guy, but that also puts the man in a certain perspective. It's like, okay, she like girls want this, like, and if she doesn't want that, then I'm not, you know, her type in a
No,
way.
it's fine to have standards, but my question is, at what point do you no longer qualify for your standards?
I would say, like if a guy doesn't qualify for the women's standards.
No, the other way around.
Oh, if the girl doesn't.
We never look at it the other way around.
The girl doesn't qualify for the man's standards. Okay.
No, the woman doesn't qualify for the standards that she has of men.
Oh.
See, like that's a concept that women don't even think about.
No,
Like,
because I kind of
because so
I
many
heard it
girls
wrong.
demand so much of men, but do women qualify for the men that they demand?
Not really, no.
Have you guys ever even thought about that? Like, damn, do bitches even deserve the guys that they think they want or deserve?
Definitely not. Definitely not. There's some girls that really don't deserve them.
But how often do we tell women, do you deserve the man that you demand?
You're a queen. Get your king.
Realistically speaking, like how often do we tell women, you don't deserve that guy?
Not that very often.
Needs to be
I
said
mind
more
my
often.
business. They gonna
Realistically
find out.
speaking. But sorry, continue on.
Oh no, that was it. That was it.
Okay. All right. What about you? I know you had something that you want to say before.
Oh, I don't think men should work for low quality women because why are you doing that? If you can find you a beautiful queen who has as much as you do. And I think women who's low quality,
When you say has as much as he does, what do you mean by that?
like, okay, for instance, if this man has a business, he know how to treat you right. He can cook. He doesn't mind spoiling his woman. He doesn't mind catering to her. It's 50-50 with him. Y'all going on dates. He loving you. He bringing you to cookouts. Y'all can get married, you know, in the future. And then you have a woman who don't even want to cook, who don't want to clean, who want to run the streets, who's disrespectful, who's not feminine. You shouldn't be working for her because she bringing your value down, boo. That's what I said. But I think these women think they high quality because they coochie good.
But yeah, but what do you do when like the market is filled with girls that are lower quality?
Just stay single. God gonna send you a woman.
God's gonna send you a woman?
Yes. What else you supposed to do? Look in the streets high and low? No, because you just gonna keep running into the same bitches. It's just too much.
Period.
So you think they shouldn't get with these girls then?
No, just stay single.
Well, that
God
would
got your back.
start retraining.
Okay.
How you gonna train somebody who never like she said, our parents didn't teach us that. I can say my mama didn't teach me how to cook. I learned that by myself. She didn't teach me how to cook, like keep a man. So I had to learn that as well. So it's like now in this generation, we really just don't want to keep a man. We just want a nigga with money to spend on us.
I would like a man.
Right. That's 50% of us. But really, our parents never taught us that shit because they don't even know how to keep a man.
Do you, I mean, kind of in the situation you have, like you kind of have a guy, but you do what you want anyway. Is it maybe because the guy doesn't meet all your qualifications?
That's exactly why. Because I feel like
merch.
Let me tell you why. Okay, so I just feel like if one day I become homeless and if I always gotta figure shit out by myself,
You won't.
not even saying like you gotta give me a place to lay, but like if
It's
I'm
stressful.
It's stressful. Like you around me just to fuck on me. I don't fucking need you. I can fuck myself. I got 3 toys.
You know, you know what I realize? A lot of women, for example, have the burden of being the independent leader because they don't
I'm
have a
sick of
man
that.
that have met the standards where, you know what, I can relax a little bit. He'll take the burden.
Mhm.
I can be more feminine. So I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and these niggas want to be sassy. Like they want to be the woman. Like you ask a nigga, when are you gonna take me on a date? When are you gonna take me on a date? What? Like
the
I don't
door.
have, no. These niggas is sassy
Well, that's
and
fair.
So what is the issue with your guy that makes you not want to commit to him fully?
because for one, he's very one-sided. Like he's a cheater, he's a liar, but then he want to control what the fuck I do. And he's a hater. He be mentally hating on me. Like I get further than him in life because I have some shit going for myself. And he just be at the bottom and he be like, don't do it.
Do you make
You're
more
gonna
than him?
fail. Huh? Yeah, I do.
There you go. Okay. Makes sense.
I mean, bro, how many episodes do
can't
we have
miss.
to have
You
where
can't miss.
don't fucking miss on this show, man.
Don't miss what?
No,
No, don't worry about it.
We knew that.
It's an
We
inside joke.
Before
we
you've answered, yeah.
We know women better than they know themselves, man. All right. All right. So I'm going to hit some of these chats real quick.
Oh, this is funny.
Ladies, why do you think men are shamed for not wanting to settle down in their sexual prime while women are encouraged to live their best life or find themselves in their sexual prime years? So we can. What do you ladies think about that? So why are men shamed? Right. Well, for one, let me ask this question because I guarantee they might. When do you think a man's sexual prime is? Shoot, age-wise.
I think when they're like 32.
32. What do you think?
Maybe like their late 20s.
Like 17, 18.
Okay.
The man's best years. Like
Chris, I know you ain't bruh, man. You brought them here.
Hey, bro.
You bruh, man.
I seen photos. That's all I see.
The age of
Come
the
on, man.
woman.
So-
Or what? I don't understand.
Okay.
What the men prefer?
No.
A young woman? Or?
No, when the men are most
Yes.
sexually
Yeah. Ah, for the sex.
For that freaky.
What you prefer?
Bro.
The question is, what age is a man's best years? Like, for example,
For
at 20,
a girl.
His prime of
well, for I guess for having fun, enjoying life, the best years of a man.
When is a man
The best
most
years for
attractive?
the men.
When is a man most attractive to women?
Oh.
What age?
Ah, okay. 40.
40?
40.
Okay, 40.
What about you?
17 to like 21, 22.
What about you?
Probably 29 to 45.
What about you?
Basically, their success range, wherever that
Mhm.
starts.
Well, give me a tighter range than that. That's like damn near 15 years.
Damn.
35 to 45.
All right. What about you?
28.
All right.
35 to 45.
All right.
Late 30s.
Late 30s. Okay. Ladies, I'll keep it simple. It's typically in their mid 30s to their 40s. Or,
Mhm.
well, mid 30s to the 50s, typically, depending on the individual. Keep the question up, Chris. Right. So why are men, right? Because men, by the time they're 35, women tell them, oh, why aren't you settling down or whatever, right? Because they're in their prime. But women, right, at 19, because a woman's prime, let's be honest here, is about 19 to 24. If a girl gets married at that age, they're going to look at her like, what are you doing? They tell a girl to live her best life in that age. So what he's asking here is, why are men shamed for not wanting to settle down when they're in their prime, but women are not, but women are encouraged to live their best life or find themselves in their sexual prime?
I don't
Anyone
think
have a-
they're shamed. You shouldn't be shamed. You should definitely live your life because you are a human.
From the male or female perspective?
From the male perspective, like they should live like they're human. They should live their life. They should experience because if you're young and you're getting together, 9 times out of 10, y'all will be done before because y'all want to experience sex with other people. And, so I don't think y'all should be shamed, obviously.
It's just how society puts them. It's like, oh, like women are supposed to be putting themselves up at such a young age because their prime of their life is at a younger age than men. But men shouldn't be put down for that because they're doing the exact same thing. So I don't
Sex is one of the greatest creation ever made. So
About you had something?
Mm-mm.
No?
Never mind.
Oh.
I don't think it's a fair statement. It's
not.
It is what is happening, but I don't agree with it. And also, you're back to women are basically spending their best birthing years when they could be building their family and then be free in their 40s to have a
I
crazy
don't want
one.
to have no baby right now.
I get it. And our current society doesn't really allow for that. I didn't have
Well, you're
kids till I
27,
was
right?
32.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you think you're going to have more value now or 5 years down the road?
I'll be way more smarter and prepared 5 years down the road.
But do you think a man's going to want that?
They think we leftover women.
Yeah.
Wow.
He will.
He won't. The answer is
you're
he
thinking
will
wrong
not.
up there.
Yeah, you're
He
thinking
will.
this is
But,
crazy. And this is kind of where
No rush.
it kind of comes in with like females don't understand what men really want. They think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be more mature and I'm gonna understand myself and I have
Maybe
more
I
money
can,
and success. And
Well,
it's
more
like,
mature in the family values, like me wanting to be a mother. Like I'm not mature in that aspect. Like I would be scared as hell if I was to even have anything in my stomach right now. So yeah.
so why would a guy pick you when he can go get a girl that's
Right.
21?
If he don't pick me, then he wasn't meant for me. So I don't know what to say about that.
But can you agree that you would want to find a man that wants you right now, if you could?
I would say yes, but then again,
So what if that man wants to have a kid with you right now?
I'm not prepared to have a kid
So
right
you're
now.
gonna say no and just ruin it.
Well, I mean, we're not. Are we married? Did we get married?
This
Because if
man-
we married, then
This is the man
yeah.
of your dreams.
Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I'll bust that thing open. You're right. You're
So-
right.
So a guy that's in the top 0.001%, for him you would do it, but for the
Holy.
average guy, now realistically speaking, how many women do you think Michael B. Jordan could get?
A lot. Shit, a lot, but his heart broken right now. I mean,
So do you think you qualify for that man?
Is it gonna pay you?
pay? You said pay me?
Is it gonna pick you or Lori Harvey?
I mean, it's Lori
This is what I
Harvey gonna
mean.
pick
So
him.
this is right now. This is right now. Perfect example of what I mean when I say women are delusional. No offense. I don't mean to use you as an example, but a lot of women think the way that you do, where it's like, I'm not gonna change my mindset or how I view the world. I'm gonna do things on my timeline, even though I don't have that timeline, and I'm not gonna change unless a top 1% guy comes along and makes me change my
But
mind.
I can't rush into having a kid or just rush into a relationship because if it's not my time, then it's just not my time. God probably wants
How
me
much
to.
more time you think you got?
Look,
you're 27.
God is the only one that can tell me that. I don't know. God is the only one that can tell me that.
Okay,
Like,
I believe in speaking to God, but when is the last
Yo.
time God has spoken to you?
yesterday. What do you mean?
What did he say to you?
He told me I needed to stay focused.
Miss Cleo, call me now.
Oh, no. How'd you hear it?
Through prayer in my prayer closet, and
So,
what I was reading.
do you believe God can talk to you through people?
Of course.
So we're telling you right now what it is.
Yeah, saying I need to go find a man to get married.
Nigga, we just told you 20 times.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Bruh, okay.
He out there. He outside right now, huh?
Well, that kind of comes
pray
back to that old
God.
joke where it's like standing on the rock, the water's rising, and a boat comes by, and you say, "No, God will save me."
Yeah.
Then a helicopter comes, etc., and then you're dead. And then God's like, "Well, I sent you a boat and a fucking helicopter."
Yep. The signs are here.
No, I mean it's just. Go ahead. You have something. Go ahead.
So look, what I can say was an experience. Some women just don't be ready to settle down. Like I can say that I found a man like some years ago. He was the perfect man for me, but he was a little older than me, so he was done with his whole phase and stuff like that. So he was ready to settle down and get married. And I had just got out of a relationship with my child father, so it's like free at last for once in my life, and I didn't want that. So I just left him alone because it's like I don't want to damage you. You might can find you a woman.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Do you regret leaving
I
that
do.
guy?
Well, we still talk. We still communicate. We still
But
be
it's
cool.
not the same, right?
But we will never be like he tried to get back with me now, but he's a liar. But anyways, I kind of regret it too
Do
because
you think
like
you
it is
deserve
hard.
honesty after you left him?
What you think I deserve honesty?
No, I'm asking you. Do you think you deserve honesty from him after you left him when he tried to make you the
Honesty
wifey?
about what?
You said he's a liar.
Yeah, he be lying sometimes about stupid shit, but it's uncalled for. But like I'm saying, he was a good man. Like, but I do regret it because like
He tried to make you his wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said no.
Yeah,
So do you think you deserve honesty after that?
of course. Why wouldn't I? You think I'm gonna say no? Of course I deserve honesty, especially if we're still friends. Why are you lying
I mean,
to your friend?
I think that's debatable at this
You
point.
think? What do you think?
He offered you the biggest thing a man can offer. You declined it. So I kind of, at that point, he's just gonna probably just try to use you for sex or whatever. And he's not gonna be honest
But
with you.
who said we was having sex and who? You don't even know what he was lying about.
You didn't even smash him.
I mean, when
Come
it was
on.
my man, I was, doing
Okay,
the do.
so
But
yeah,
I'm saying, like,
so-
now we friends. We not fucking.
So he still wants to get sex. That's why he's lying to you.
Who said he was lying to me about anything
Quite
right
literally
now?
said he's a liar.
I'm saying in the relationship, he was a liar.
The boy's a liar.
That boy's a liar.
Alright.
He was.
Okay.
But
Okay.
of course, I still deserve honesty. What do you mean? You think because I left him, I don't deserve honesty?
Well, he's not gonna. He might not think so.
Well, that's on him, and that's why I left.
Okay. Well, anyway, so so you were with him, and then he wanted to take something more seriously, but you had just got out of a relationship,
Mhm.
and you still talk to him now.
Yeah, we're friends.
You're friends. Okay. Okay, we're friends. I think I know what's going on there.
Tell me
Wink,
what you
wink.
know, because
Yeah.
just because I'm telling you something, don't think you got it all figured out.
I know. We
So I want to know what you think.
No, I mean that's irrelevant. But what I'm trying to say here is that at the end of the day, you're 24, right?
Mhm.
Do you think you're going to be able to command a man when you're older or now?
I will hope to command a man when I'm older. I don't want to be in something serious. I'm only 24. I have a life to live.
But realistically speaking, do you think you're going to be more attractive now or down the road? And
Down
you have
the
a kid too.
road.
Keep that in mind.
Down the road for sure, because like right now, do you think I'm trying to live for a man and find a good man at 24? I'm not. So like down the road, you know, when I'm a little older and I'm ready to settle down and I'm done with my
down
business.
the road, when you've had sex with more men, you've hurt your value, you've been
Yeah,
through more
I do.
dick, you've sucked more dick, you've done more promiscuous things.
Yeah.
You think that's going to make you more attractive to a man that's going to want to take you seriously?
Yeah, because I'm not a low value woman. So, you know.
The answer is no. You actually are significantly reducing your value the more people you have sex with and the older you become. And
But do y'all think we live for y'all? Like, why do y'all think that we trying to please y'all and we're out here trying to like be holy for a man? What is a man to keep nowadays?
Okay, well, you don't have to keep a man, but we know that typically a woman gets the most satisfaction from having a man long term, having a family with that man. Women typically value relationships more than men do because women are more interested in people, men are more interested in things. So you can say this now because you're 24 and you still have options, but as you get older, I promise you when you're 34, you're not going to have the same mindset. You're going to wish you had somebody to take you seriously down the road.
And also, we mentioned earlier about the stress and the pressure of being independent and being alone. And keep in mind, you say you want to live life, but live life to what means?
So, like,
because hold on, when you get older, living this whole lifestyle, right? You're like, damn, now I want to settle down with a guy, but you can live that lifestyle with the guy and still have fun with your man.
So, yeah, I don't want, like, I just want to do what I want to do. That's just it.
Fine,
I'm
but
not trying to get a man.
That's fine. That's fine. But just keep in mind, there's a reason why they call it hot girl summer, not hot girl life.
Who said a hot girl summer? I'm trying to make money all summer.
No, what I mean by that
And
is
go to class
hot girl
and
summer.
drink my Starbucks.
It means it's temporary. A girl can't be a hoe forever. So living that life, living that fast life, etc., it's gonna come back and burn you at some point. And then here's the problem: when you're ready to settle down and find a man, the men that you want are not gonna want you back in return because they're like, "Yo, this girl's for the streets." Yeah.
Well, somebody for everybody out here.
Okay.
That's what
Are you
I
more
think.
content with getting a more average man then?
I'm fine with average. Long as I know my man can't figure that shit out and build himself up and I can help him build himself up. What's wrong with an average man?
You just said your man currently less than you, and you don't
Of course.
fully respect his authority. So
Yeah.
how
I
do you
don't. Because he don't have shit.
Of course, he's average.
Not even like a penny. So of course I'm not respecting him. He not even trying to build himself. He not doing shit. So why would I respect a man who can't build himself? You're not trying to do nothing.
Well,
that ain't my man. That's somebody
average
else.
means mediocre on some level, or it means, for example, not doing anything extra, which means most men are making money, making a salary, and they're comfortable with that, which means they're average. Are you cool with that?
I don't know. Ask me in 5 years.
Like,
okay.
If any, their standards are going to go up in 5 years.
Yeah.
You
It's
think
going to be
so?
worse. Yes.
Well, she also pointed
Because you're
out
going to get older, you're going to make more money. So that means your standards are going to go up alongside that.
I don't mind building my man up. That's all I'm gonna say. In the future.
Stop the cap, bro.
You're not
That's
building
the
no
biggest
man up.
lie that women tell themselves.
Why?
is,
I
"I'll
think
build
I
a man up."
would.
No, you won't, bro.
Not like
No, you won't.
if you don't know shit, that's too much. But
Did
like
you not just say literally 10 minutes ago, oh, a man that follows his woman is a loser. If you're
I didn't
building
say
a
he was
man
a
up,
loser.
no. If a woman is building a man up, that by default means she's a leader because she's building him up.
Yeah, but
And you just said a second ago, you're not attracted to that.
Can you
Not
imagine?
now, no.
Can you
It's a hot
imagine
girl summer.
motivating your man to work for himself?
You've been contradicting
That's
yourself.
crazy. Like, all right.
When?
Bro, only women can say dumb shit and not make sense. No offense. You've been contradicting yourself the past 10
That's
minutes.
fine.
But it is what women don't have to make sense, bro. As
We
long as
pretty
guys want
much
to fuck
don't.
them, they don't have to make sense.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's why niggas lie, man.
Especially the French
Real
girls.
shit.
Bro.
That's what niggas lie.
Yeah, man. That's why niggas, yeah, facts. That's why dudes lie all the time.
I think they lie because they liars.
No,
they lie because women can't handle the truth.
Can't handle the truth at all.
I sure can't. I ain't gonna lie.
Call me G Scott.
That's why they lie. I say exes because no one seems to know what the fuck a woman is these days, and I feel like I need to specify unequivocally who I'm referring to. In the words of Tony Stark, the best way to describe something is by defining it. Also, Chris Bum.
Oh, XX chromosomes?
Yeah, the female. Border Patrol. Sorry, Chris was late. We had him for questioning for sneaking in some midgets from Mexico. Thank you,
Wow.
Fresh, for translating for us.
I got you, bro.
Appreciate
Get on
that.
the way.
Camp 2 times. I turned 23 today. I've been a loyal supporter for over a year, and I love the untold truths y'all spread. Question, ladies, besides sex and intimacy, what is something you give your boyfriend or a close guy friend on his birthday?
Hey, Cam, man. Shout out to you, man.
All right, we can ask that.
Real quick.
That's a good question.
So, actually, you know what? Right here.
Yeah, I'll start with her.
For your man, besides sex and intimacy, what would you give him as a gift if you had a man? Vegan.
If what would I give him?
Yeah.
I would
Cook. Generally. Cook?
I would cook a meal, massages, all that stuff.
But isn't that something you do every day?
Yeah.
For your man?
Yeah, that would be an everyday thing.
Something special that would
Something
stand out.
special.
Yeah.
Something he always wanted. I don't know.
Meat?
What? Meat? I will cook meat.
For your man?
Yeah.
On his birthday?
Of course. I would cook it every day if he wanted it.
Okay,
I have,
so
like, no problem
you're just gonna
cooking
cook for him for his birthday.
I would have no problem cooking meat. That's fine.
Interesting. What about you?
Something I would give him on his birthday,
Mhm.
besides cooking, baking, or
Sex.
massages. Yeah, sex. Massages also. I would probably organize his work area.
What?
I mean, like, if he
Like his
has like an
office?
office, yeah, I'd probably organize it so
For his birthday.
So your man can
yeah,
hire.
so it's
Hold on,
less
hold on.
stressful
So your
on
man
his
can
birthday.
hire a cleaner to do that for him, and it's his birthday. It's not special at all.
Yeah, do it every week.
What would you really do for your man? It's his birthday.
Yeah, it's birthday, man.
I mean, like you said that. What if you give him massages every day? It's not special,
Right?
But like, I would bake for him and give him massages on his birthday as well. But I probably wouldn't if
What?
it wasn't his birthday.
Man, I would never want to wife you up.
Oh,
man.
it's why you
Goddamn.
I mean, I would cook for him, just not like
You
I'll
are
give him
boring.
a massage.
Your gifts are terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What about you? Oui.
Just the quality time. Simple, but it depends. My boyfriend.
So just time.
Quality time, yes.
No, she's a price.
What the? Okay. What about you?
I've bought him fancy grills before because he likes to grill. Sometimes I've done a vacation
Mm-hmm.
to where, in my case, getting away from the kids. But even before we had kids, I'd try to figure out what he liked. Just do all his favorite things a little more than usual because
Whips.
depends on. We're not going to go down what he likes. It's a whole different conversation. But things he likes.
No, but I like what you said. You said,
That's
for
a
example,
comment.
you'll do things that he actually likes. So that's
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah, I
answer.
try to figure out what he likes.
Travel.
And I always try to support him. I always try to make sure he's taken care of
Got it.
in the ways he needs.
Okay, that's fair.
And he takes care of me.
Butt plugs.
Whoa. Not mine. No. I definitely have a masculine male.
That was Chris. Okay, what about you?
I will take him shopping and like out to dinner.
Shopping?
Yeah, whatever like he wants.
Isn't that a girl thing?
It's also a man
That's a
thing.
good
Like if I want to go, like if he wants to go shopping and like get clothes or like a watch.
Okay, so you're taking shopping and dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep in mind, bro, that every dude that she's been with, she makes more money than them.
That is a very good fact as well.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
like to
Right?
spoil them.
You made more money than every guy you've been with, right?
I mean, I've been only in like 2 serious relationships, but like my second one is when I started making money. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the guy that she wanted to be on social media and shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember now. Yes.
Yeah, just a good weekend
Yeah.
with a good dinner. Just that.
Just a good weekend with dinner.
With
In
the
a hotel
dinner.
With the
or
Hotel.
vacation, travel.
Travel, vacation, hotel.
You're gonna pay for
A
it?
small travel.
You're gonna pay for it?
Yes.
Okay, oui. I like that.
Stop
What about you, Miss Duchess?
For me, since I am an artist, I will try to do something that's more creative and more have meaning. So I would try to, and I always wanted to do this, but I don't have a man. I would try to surprise.
What the fuck? Why you say it like that?
I know. Okay, but because I'll be thinking of different things.
She
I
don't
could
care
do.
either. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find a guy when I'm ready.
No, I'm just not like searching. I'm just like letting it flow.
You need to be searching, man.
I do. You know what?
Yeah.
Right. God speak. You know what? Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah, once a chick is like, if you're 24 and you don't have a dude, like you should be fucking panicking.
No, you sure?
Like honestly,
I don't think I am.
like you should be panicking
I'm 24.
because it only goes downhill from there. Like like I don't think women get it. Like as you get older, your value goes down. You're not able to compete with a girl that's 21, 19, 18.
That's my
But I'm
worst
not.
fear.
I wouldn't want to
Bruh.
compete with nobody around that age. So,
You don't
but
do-
back to my question.
Yo, life is a competition. The man that you want, all right, is gonna pick a girl that's younger and better than you if given the option.
My life is not a competition.
Yeah, 'cause
Ma'am.
Do you want a
Mine's
man?
not.
Do you want a man?
Yeah.
Then you must compete.
Okay.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Because that's why I'm in the gym 6-7 days a week. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on.
This
Question
shit's
for
crazy,
you.
man.
What are you wearing today?
Well, this right here.
Where'd you buy it from?
I don't fucking remember.
No, the chain you bought. Where'd you buy it from?
I bought it from this black-owned business on Instagram, actually.
The point is, right?
Mhm.
There's only a certain number of those chains and those clothes. If you're not there to wake up in the morning and buy it, you can't buy it. Same thing with a man. They come and go. However, at the same time, those quality men that you actually want, when they find you and they want to take care of you, they want to be with you, if you're not ready for that man, she'll take him. So it's competition. However you look at it, it's competition.
Yo, women
You're
are
right.
delusional,
You're
bro.
right. You're
Yo,
right. You're right.
What do you think is more common? Beautiful women or attractive men?
What's more common?
Yeah, what's more
Beautiful
common?
women.
Women.
Beautiful women. Yeah. 'cause-
Right? So a majority of you guys are single, probably on like because there's not enough guys to go around that you find attractive, correct? So if there's less of these men, like, wouldn't it make sense that you have to compete for him?
Of course, of course.
Maybe it's why women tell each other that they should live their best life in their 20s because they eliminate competition that way.
Well, yeah, women to give each other terrible advice. That's very true.
So can I have like some mentoring on how to find a man? We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. No, you know what? We'll talk about it later. But back
It's
to
just crazy to me though, like how like
Be
girls like don't
supportive.
understand like basic math. Like, yo, if there's more beautiful women than attractive men, then that means by default there's less guys to go around, which means you have to be super competitive to get that guy. That means if you want to get that guy, you got to be on his program. He says, yo, do this. You say, okay. Jump how high? But women think like, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm gonna do what I want. You know what dudes that have money and status say to girls that say that dumb shit? Fuck you. Like, sex only. Suck my dick, get out of my house. Like, they're not gonna take you seriously.
Most men just want a female that will appreciate them.
Bro, it's crazy to me, man, how girls like really think they have power. It's like, bro, once you reach a certain level of guy, you have no power anymore.
I love when they say he's gonna wait on me. No, he ain't.
Yeah.
I don't expect
He'll
that.
be fucking by tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
The hell?
Tonight.
No, same day.
Tonight.
Hit up another girl, forget about your dumbass, and you're thinking like, oh, where's all the good men? It's like, bro, he came by, gave you a chance. You didn't want to take it. All right, cool. Or you say some dumb shit like, oh, I know my worth. The fuck out of here, bro.
That's what Meek Mill said.
Yeah, like,
You childish.
That's her earrings.
that's her earrings.
It is. You are funny. I'm gonna take a picture of that and post it because
Now I see it.
now you
I
see
can-
it.
I
Alright, here we
see
go.
it.
Hold on.
Wow.
You late.
Anyway, that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
What was the question was what I would do for a man other than sex intimacy on his birthday. Okay, like I was explaining, I am an artist, so I create with my hands. I would want to do something like that. So I would try to surprise him with a mural of himself on one of these beautiful Miami walls that I've actually painted before. So I would do something like that so he can have his actual face and something for him.
What if he's a minimalist?
What about you?
It don't matter. I'm an artist.
I would take him on vacation. Maybe if
You
he
paid
wants.
for it?
Yeah, of course I would.
Oh shit.
I'd buy him, maybe a pair of shoes that he wants to buy. Maybe the next 2K game if it's out. I don't know. I'm thinking of a guy's perspective, what a guy would want. Like, and most guys they either want like a PS5 or like a game console or the next game that they want to buy.
Would you date a
so-
guy that plays video games?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's if it's something that
No.
keeps them happy, if it keeps them calm, I'm like, okay, cool. As long as if he's not like dedicating his time like 24/7, then
Imagine, right? She buys her boyfriend a PlayStation 5. Nigga says, "Oh, this shit lit." Then he gets that all the time, and not no time anymore. You're gonna hate that gift. But,
no, not really. I'd be like, oh, he's enjoying it. Cool.
all right. So you get missed on dates and you don't get taken out, but it's fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool. All right.
What about
What
you?
about you?
This is what I always wanted to do
Wait, what? You?
for a man on his birthday.
Okay.
Oh.
I seen people put in their man and be like the other day I seen this woman put her man on there and like Happy Father's Day. I always wanted to do that because I want everybody to see it, but that shit
So
expensive.
you're gonna post him?
Damn.
Story post?
Wait, we ain't supposed to be doing that?
Oh my god.
A story post on his birthday.
That's it?
No, that's what I always wanted to do. But let me tell you what I did for my ex.
God.
Last year on his birthday, I
The
had
baby father?
Oh.
You said
it don't matter who it was, but I bought him some Jordans. I bought him. He had needed some like new underwear from Polo and shit. I got him all that.
You got
I took him
money.
to Morton's Steakhouse. I decorate the hotel with like roses. I bought him a cake because, you know, he wanted a cake. And I had some lingerie on and we did the duty. That was it. And then we went to like breakfast the next day.
Is this the guy that you're with now, or
My baby daddy. That's what
it's your
mean?
baby? It is your baby daddy.
No,
Okay.
it's my ex.
That's your okay. What about the baby daddy? Where's he at?
Fuck the baby daddy.
Where's he at?
Fuck that nigga, Myron. Fuck that nigga, Myron.
I mean, you fucked him, but yeah, I mean,
No, he
what-
don't get shit, but his kids. That's what he getting for his birthday. Forget him.
Okay.
Pop his pussy.
Why didn't it work out with him?
Cause he was a narcissist. That was the worst relationship of my fucking life, even though I only had two. But like that nigga was crazy. Like he used to sit outside my house for 3 hours walking back and forth smoking cigarettes. Like he was just crazy. I just had
And you
to
gave
leave.
him a kid?
And give him kids?
I gave him 2. It's okay because I'm happy I got my kids. Now
Were
that
any of
part is
them-
out the
were
way.
any of them an accident, or were they?
No. Okay, so the first one was not an accident, but the second one was. The second one definitely was an accident, but I love him too.
Oh, wait.
He a great
Wait,
father though. He just
so
ain't
you're
shit
telling me
nigga.
He's a bad
he was
partner.
the worst
Yes.
partner of your life. You
Yeah.
gave him two
Wait,
kids.
wait, I'm
Yeah, I
confused.
did.
Wait, so he's a
God.
good father, but I ain't shit. How does
That's
that?
scary.
Because he's a great father. You don't just because you don't know how to be loyal to a woman doesn't mean you don't know how to be loyal to your kids.
Okay.
And he's learned over the years. Like he's doing much better, and I'm happy that.
Can you
for
be
that.
honest and say this in front of the camera?
Where the camera? Which one?
That most men are not going to be loyal to you.
They not.
So then why break?
Is he really an
child's
ancient
father?
nigga? Yeah.
What?
Your child's father, he's just like every other man. They're gonna, on some level,
They gonna cheat, yeah.
So
And
then-
you can give them in everything that they want and everything that they desire and be everything that they need as a woman, and they still gonna do what the fuck they want to do
So
because
then why
that's just
break
to
away
them.
So why break it? Yeah.
Your baby daddy then.
Because I just didn't want to be with him and deal with his crazy bullshit. He was crazy on top of cheating. Pick one.
Okay.
Pick one
So if he was just
struggle.
cheating but wasn't crazy, you'd be okay with it.
And made sure I was okay and the kids, yeah, I would have stayed. But you beating my ass, that's too much. You doing too much.
He put hands on you?
Yes, he's crazy. Like extremely fucking crazy.
Instant no.
Wait, did you ever put hands on him though?
Yes, you did.
Okay, towards the end, once I got tired of it, I started going, yes, at the end, yes. I wasn't finna keep letting him be my ass. I was picking up vases. If you can't beat him, eat him. Throw some shit at his ass. So that's what the fuck I was doing.
Or
can't
You
beat
go
him.
queen?
Or
You stupid.
or
Go
just,
queen.
just walk away.
Yes,
Look, but
yes.
it's hard to walk away when you in a fucked up situation and people know that.
Don't
Like,
put yourself in a man position, though.
right? Like, and at the time I was dating him, I was in a fucked up situation. I couldn't go nowhere, and he knew that. I didn't have family out here, none of that. So it's like he was taking advantage of that. But now that's when I left when I got on my shit. Yeah, like that's crazy.
Well, at least
done
now you're
that.
safe and you sound
Amen.
fresh and fit. God bless you.
I ain't saying no
Moving along.
God bless.
All right. Okay. So we'll go back to the chats real quick.
20 up or?
Yeah. Actually, we'll read 15 up from this point forward. I'll read these that came through, but I'm gonna just run through them. Albo Ace goes: a man will sacrifice his life for his family, while a woman will sacrifice her family for her feelings.
She just said it.
Dusty Stripper Pole.
So you want me to keep getting my ass
No,
beat?
no, no, no.
No, no.
Dusty Stripper Pole. It's been a while since I've been used. Get the likes up so I can come out of retirement. Thanks,
yeah.
Dusty Stripper Pole.
It's true.
Yeah, it's been a while. T goes, question for the panel. If your man, the one you wanted, was honest and told you what to improve about yourself to retain his affection and or loyalty, would you actually change or not? Be coachable? No, bro, they won't.
Yes. If that's a good man I want, I will.
Daddy.
If I want to make him
If
happy and keep
it's
them,
If it's a man I want, yeah. But if it's
I
somebody
wanna
I don't
keep-
know.
if I want to keep them, then of course I would.
Taha Hagar, ladies, 80% of divorces are started by women. Why is that? Are women too emotional and fickle to make such big decisions that tear up families? How we solve this problem? Should we still allow them to divorce?
I have no idea.
Fight
Never
for your
been
family,
divorced.
boo.
Chemistry.
I don't know that one.
All right.
Because ain't nobody left here.
Lou Chari, I'm seeing this girl who is meeting my standards. She seems pretty into me and even cooked me food after she got the D. The question is, how early is it possible to check off all the boxes as the best man she can get? Bro, you got to vet a girl for at
takes
least
time,
a
bro.
year, bro.
Takes
Stop being
time,
a,
bro.
don't be a fucking simp.
Yeah.
Corey Man of God, time for 3 countries. WFNF always prevailing.
Hey, shout out
Okay.
to Corey with picture.
All right, so we'll start right here. Name 3 countries. Go ahead.
Fast.
No.
Wait, what'd you say?
Fast.
No,
You can't even name one?
I don't want to. Y'all gonna call me stupid again.
Again.
Y'all call me dumb the first time because I said noodle.
Let me see.
All right, so you're going to only make yourself look worse if you can't
That's
name 3
fine.
countries.
No.
Next.
Can you?
All right, we're going to stay until you can name 3 countries. Go
We're
ahead.
gonna be sitting there all day.
Well, you have 2 options. You can either.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Don't do your lip gloss.
I'm so sorry, my bad. I
Thank you.
forgot. My lips got crusty.
2 countries.
Yeah, 3 countries.
No.
Look, it's a podcast. Just try your best.
Yeah, just try your best.
You calling me stupid?
I'm saying try your best.
Just try.
I don't want to.
Okay, let me make this.
You gonna tell me to leave?
What podcast are you on?
Fit and fresh. Fresh and fit, whatever the fuck it's called. How you may not know the podcast? I don't even know y'all. I never seen y'all videos on you.
It's a big ass sign behind you.
In the front.
Oh my god.
Oh well.
There's one right there. There's one another right there. There's one
Okay.
behind you.
You got this. Come on. Which one do you live in? Go. Come on.
No.
Oh, she'd be ignorant then.
I'm not being ignorant.
You are. Yeah,
Y'all are.
No,
If I said I don't want to do
no,
it,
you're being ignorant
then
because you live in what country and you don't want to know, and she's helping you out.
that's fine.
And you're 24.
Yeah.
You're being ignorant.
Okay.
I saw you're single.
Who said I was single?
You are.
Who said I was single? I
Where's-
said I'm confused. Not
Where's your ring?
single.
All right, I'll let the chat decide this one too. All right, chat. Yeah, what are they? Let's see what they want. All right.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay.
Bye.
She out. All right, cool. She's out, guys.
Excuse me.
The fuck Zena at, man?
I don't know.
She's missing work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Y'all made me miss work.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
just
Should I scoot?
no, you're fine. I'll just move this chair out.
Got
Okay.
some leg.
Another one
warmers.
bites the dust.
I do got some.
Man.
Why is it always? Let me not say that.
Queens.
Hey, bro, it's always the queens, man. It's always the queens, bro.
And someone called it before the show.
Bro, fucking incredible. It's fine. They got it fresh.
I'm not gonna say that.
Bro.
Not the one.
Embarrassing all the black people everywhere, bro.
Isn't it a holiday today?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
Juneteenth.
Crazy, bro.
Exactly.
Juneteenth.
Exactly.
Embarrassing, embarrassing
Represent,
our
man.
people, man.
Represent, man.
God damn. All right.
Got y'all.
Black queens in the building.
All right. What's it?
Wait, we still
Oh yeah.
have-
Go ahead. 3 countries.
Colombia, Guyana, and Nigeria.
Boom. done.
Appreciate that.
Egypt, Argentina, and Spain.
All right.
3 countries.
Canada, USA, and Italia.
Okay. Italy.
Mexico, Brazil, and China.
Simple.
Ecuador, Belgium, Germany.
For you?
Egypt, Colombia, and Italian.
Someone say Egypt.
Yeah, I said Egypt.
All right. One more.
Yes.
One more.
Someone said Egypt.
And it.
Uh,
Italy.
Spanish,
I did Spain already. Well,
Spain,
One more. You got it.
Chile.
Okay, Chile. All right, cool.
Chile.
What about you?
Switzerland, Iceland, Japan.
All right.
Cool.
Papua New Guinea, Georgia, and Sudan.
All
All right. She was excited.
Sudan.
All right.
Naturally petty.
Goes.
It is June.
It is June. Yeah, bro. Bro, man.
mental health.
Yo, I be trying too. Like, yo, don't fucking like.
We
We try
warned
not
them.
to kick them out. We give them the rules like 3 times.
We warned them.
Be respectful. Don't be annoying. Don't hurt the quiet at the show, and they still fucking do it, bro.
You could have guessed at least
Every
one.
time, man. Because y'all be saying, "Yo, Myron, you just kick out the black girls." That's not true, bro. We kicked out those 2 white girls for being
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we kick everybody out. But hey, man, I'll let the chat pick it, and y'all wanted them gone, so it is what
You
it
guys
is.
chose, man.
Yeah, y'all chose. Y'all wanted them the
That's
fuck out of here.
your fault. It's your fault,
y'all
man.
got them the fuck out of here, man. So, all right, Roberto Moreno. Best show was the recent Valuetainment episode. Shout out to Patrick Bet-David. Shout out to him.
Yep.
Aussie Sleeps goes, thanks for having Chi-Chi on the show, guys. Hopefully she can learn and retain the stuff you talked about today. Oh, no,
That's
she
the-
got kicked out.
That's the one you kicked
Oh,
out.
yes, yes, yeah, she got kicked out, bro.
This was earlier.
At least 2 castles. I know I smell the burnt weave.
Bro, he called it.
He
called it.
Yeah, because he just came in way before.
Way before.
They know, bro. They know. They come in making a fucking fool of themselves, bro. Ladies, ChatGPT is better friend than you. We can never be friends. Call one of your friends and tell him your DTF.
That's an AI chat. If y'all did not know what that is,
That is true.
that is.
All right, Tiger88 goes, ladies, guess the female that's to your right body count and her body weight. That's actually funny.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we'll go right here.
Me?
Start here. Yeah, with you. Actually, no, we'll start here. Guess the girl to your right's weight and then body count.
Be honest. Don't cap.
How old are you again?
18.
You're 18.
86 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, guess her weight and then her body count. And then you're going to guess, you go this way and then you'll get her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say your weight is probably like 110.
Okay. And now the body count?
Body count, 2.
2.
100.
That's actually pretty accurate. But
Stop the cap.
How she paused. She's like, that is pretty accurate.
No, because I weigh 114 and
you're like,
Yeah, but your body
Oh,
count.
body count.
okay.
You're only
Body count way off. Though.
Yeah.
It's only one less.
Yeah.
Wait, so you got one body?
Yeah. No,
No,
just gonna go that way.
okay.
All right. Go ahead now. 3. Okay. LOL. All right. What about you? Now you're gonna guess her
Okay.
weight and body count.
Weight.
She need to eat.
105
Okay.
and body count 3.
All right. Fantastic. What about you? Now guess her body count and her weight.
Oh. Oh.
Body count
Uh-oh.
is
How many
How many
people
people
you've had
you had
sex
sex
with?
with?
How many guys she's
Fucked.
had? How many guys?
Yeah.
Sexy time.
how many guys?
Yeah. How many guys do you think she's had sex with, and how much do you think she weighs? You can say it in kilos if you want.
Okay, the first is how much?
How much she weighs?
How much?
How much
How
do I
much do you
weigh?
think?
How
Do you
much
think
do I
she
weigh?
Okay. In kilograms?
Yes.
Kilogram,
Kilos
yeah.
fine.
16.
Okay.
What's that translate?
And that body count?
Body count? I don't know, but 100.
She said give or take.
And 60 kilos is 132 pounds for the Americans out there. Okay, 100 body count. Fantastic. What about you? What do you think her body count is?
Okay,
and
so
her,
we're not telling what our actual weight and body count is.
No,
We're
no,
just
you can if
giving
you want.
to-
If you want to clarify, you can.
Oh, I'm like 120.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
118 pounds.
Wait, 120 pounds?
18
Yeah.
or
120 pounds. Okay, so she was 12 pounds off.
Yeah.
Okay, and then anything else you want to clarify the body count too?
Body count
She
higher.
said give or take.
Probably 30 or
Stop
less.
the cap.
30 or less?
Yeah, I really haven't counted, and there's been long
Yeah,
periods where it's been just with one person.
That's cap.
So
Okay.
I mean, I've had 2 long-term relationships. So
All right. What do you think her body count is in her?
125,
Okay.
120.
All right.
And 55.
Body count 55?
I'm only 19.
Damn.
Oh.
I thought she was like
well,
24.
she was on OnlyFans, so
OnlyFans.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
you don't have OnlyFans?
No.
Oh.
No, she sings
She's on-
Instagram
she's on
things.
TikTok.
Wait,
Yeah,
do you have like a Snapchat?
Huh? Snapchat? It's not OnlyFans.
She's not a sex
Yes.
worker, I don't think.
I
You
mean,
never had a
she-
Snapchat before? You just
No, but isn't it a premium something?
You can
Huh?
like make it a
Okay,
premium.
so you're
on
19,
Snapchat.
so
You can
body
make it a
don't get
count-
premium.
banned. That's Twitter.
15. Body count 15
Oh,
then.
I
I
mean-
was thinking she was like 24.
15? I don't even have Twitter.
She has a nose ring, though. You know.
All right, so you think her body count's 15. Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. You could clarify. If you want to correct her, go ahead. How much do you really weigh? And if you want, you could give your body count. It's
I'm
up
not
to you.
clarifying anything.
Okay.
Period.
She's not confirming or denying.
Honey.
Well,
No,
okay.
Definitely not 15.
Okay. Definitely not.
115, 120. And body count. How old are you?
22.
6,
Deep.
5.
You're good.
5 guys.
Wait. Oh, 6 or 5 guys or
Yeah.
65?
No, 6 or 5.
Oh, okay. 6 or 5.
Not at one time, okay?
All right. All right. What
But
about
that might
you?
be fun.
You want to clarify? Was she right?
What?
How much do you weigh?
For air?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for her.
For me. Let me stay.
No.
man.
No. Myron wants to know if she was
Chris.
right or not.
Was she right?
Yes.
Was
Wait,
she right
was
about
she
you?
right
No,
about
like
you?
was she right
Was
about
I right
your weight?
About you.
No, about you.
No, it is.
It's about
It's right
Bro.
or no? Ah, it's right.
So you have 5. Excuse me. Have you slept with 6 to 5?
Yes, no, 65.
No,
Six
no.
or 5 is right.
Okay.
Okay, everything confirmed. She did everything she said.
Okay.
Okay.
What about
Wait,
guess
oh.
her weight and body count?
Weight
150.
65?
You need to see these hamstrings and quads.
165?
65?
I seen
She
ass.
probably
She-
means
no,
65
ki-
kilos.
Kilogram.
That's a big ass
kilogram.
though.
Okay.
That's 143
And
pounds.
boys,
Okay. And then how many guys? 5 guys. Burgers.
what
Fries.
what old are you?
I'm 27.
50?
50 or 15?
50.
50?
5
Definitely
zero.
not
50?
50. Wait, you said 15 or 50?
No, 50.
Oh, no.
Wait,
All
you gonna
right.
take that from her? Don't take that from her.
All right. So you can go ahead and, ladies, instead of getting in your feelings, you can clarify. And
I
then,
thought you said 15. I was about to say, damn.
no, she said 50. So go ahead. You can tell us what you really weigh and your number closer to it if you want.
Last weigh-in, I hit 168.
I told you.
Okay.
168,
All right.
and I don't know my body count. I don't remember.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe she's accurate. Okay. Now guess
It's not
hers.
50, but it's not that much.
All right. So guess hers now.
You look about maybe 145 ish,
Oh,
maybe
shit.
130 ish.
Okay.
Which one are you gonna settle with? 145 or 130?
In between, because I don't know, your titties are kind of big.
I mean, no, it's
All right.
But
Thank you.
I mean, they bigger than your butt, so.
No shit.
Oh my god!
Her ass is
She
good smash.
roasted that.
I'll touch it because it's
Oh.
I touched the mic, okay?
Yo,
All
she
right.
roasted
What's,
that ass.
what's her body count then?
She likes to throw it back, so maybe like 25.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh yeah, about 25.
All right.
It
You
is
want
the
to
age of
clarify and then
promiscuity.
guess hers?
Not the body count, but the weight. Last time I checked, it was 130.
Stop the cap.
All right. And then is she way off with the body count then? At 25?
I'm not gonna confirm.
Not gonna confirm or deny.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna keep it at that.
All right.
Now her.
No, yeah, what about her?
I would say 145.
Stop the cap.
All right.
That ass is thick. I know. That ass is thick.
Okay.
And body count. How old are you? I'm 30. 30. Okay.
She said, "Damn."
I remember you said the age earlier, but like,
Yeah.
you look so much younger.
Oh,
Anyways,
Stop the cap.
I would say 10.
100.
Let's say 100.
All right. Now, do you want to clarify anything that she might have said? Your chance.
I weigh a little more than that.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah.
Little?
Yeah. I know.
Haha.
More?
I was gonna say
Nice.
150, but I didn't want to be mean, so I just
That's
said
not me.
That ass and
And you
that
gave a
titties.
bullshit number with the body count too, because I noticed that you gulped right after you said it.
no, not really. I looked at her and just said, okay, I'll just
10.
I'll just
You
go
really
with
think
10.
10?
I'll just say 10.
Sly. Okay. You want to clarify anything or no? That's it?
It's
You'll take the 10?
I'll take the 10.
It's probably more.
Yeah.
On your head top, man.
Yo, man. You know what? Let me go around the table on this. Let me ask this for the ladies. What do you think the average body count is of a girl that's 25 years old?
15.
25 years old in America. Doesn't have to be you. Just an average 25-year-old chick in the United States. You can use your friends as a frame of reference. You can use your girlfriends. You can use your cousins. Whatever it is, coworkers. We'll start right here.
Okay, average female in America, 25.
Yeah. What do you think her
Average
body count
body
is?
count is?
Yep.
And she's 25, only 25.
25.
Yep.
10.
10? All right.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
Maybe 20.
All right.
20.
20?
The promiscuous one's over 100. And the
Well, I mean
less
average
restrict-
girl. I'm going
average
average.
girl
Average.
by 25, easily 25 to 30.
Okay. By the time she's
But
25?
yeah.
Okay. You?
Crazy.
I think 12.
12? All right.
15.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
20.
20. Now, what do you think the average guy at 25 years old, what do you think his body count is? We'll start here.
12.
Okay.
If he's a nerd, 10 or 5. I don't
Okay.
know.
10.
So you think less?
Yes.
Okay. You?
13.
One more? All right.
Socially adept, 50 or less.
You said average guy.
Unsocially adept, maybe virginity.
Okay. You went to two extremes there.
I did. That's why I labeled them.
Yeah, so average though.
5.
All right. What about-
30.
You think 30?
Yes.
Okay.
15.
Where at you?
2.
2. All right. So most of y'all understand that for a guy, he's probably gonna have a lower body count than a
Yeah.
girl.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. Chris McCain goes, what part of Philly are you from? But ladies, if you could pick 3 flaws to have in your significant other that they've had no potential to change, what would they be? All right. He's asking you what part of Philadelphia you're from.
I'm from Germantown.
Born and raised.
All right. And then 3 flaws to have in your significant other. We'll come back to that one because that one's going to be a longer one. Ladies, what's something you need to improve about your personality?
Oh, shit.
You know what? That's a good one.
I like
We
that
can go
one.
around the table. One thing that you could improve about your personality, we'll start right here and then work our way. Go ahead.
Accepting failure.
Okay. What about you?
Damn, I have to think about that. I really have to think.
I got one for you. Accepting reality. What about you?
Aw.
Susceptible.
She does all right.
What is it?
Susceptible and
Okay, yours is learn English. What about you?
Mine too.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this word. It's stubborn.
What?
Stubborn?
Stubborn? You're stubborn?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. What about you?
My current journey is to improve my
Organization skills?
organization and staying with it. Like I'm amazing at organizing something, but I procrastinate too much.
Okay. Your consistency isn't there.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
competitive.
You're too competitive?
Yes.
Okay.
Consistency.
Okay. What about you? One thing you
Um,
can improve about your personality.
My personality.
Yeah.
Being a little less awkward.
Okay.
What is awkward?
Well, all right.
What do you mean by awkward?
I don't know, like a
Like
little
more social?
socially awkward. Because a little less socially awkward. I don't know.
Well, you're doing a beautiful job
Oh,
tonight.
thank you.
Yeah, I mean the other girls
don't
were
lie to her.
fucking more socially awkward than you. The chicks we kicked off were fucking retarded.
She's cool.
All
She's
right.
cool.
Yeah, you're straight.
She's cool.
Megan Deline Grace goes, today's show is proof that white women age like milk. Happy Juneteenth to my black queens. What the fuck,
shit.
bro?
I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
And
To
I'm
you,
black,
Grace.
and black, and I'm black.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to say back to Magdalene Grace? For you?
Wasn't she on the show?
I don't know.
When they okay, oh, so
Yeah,
they
she
sour.
Yeah, she's trying to say white women age
Oh.
like milk. You have anything you want to say back?
Yeah, you know what?
childish.
A lot of guys enjoy my logic conversation and my ability to have logical conversation, and so I've
Well,
no,
thank-
I don't
thank God
know.
for
It's
logic.
pretty, yeah.
Thank God for logic.
All right.
I'm also
All right.
okay. If I
Black
had
don't
to improve
crack.
something else about myself, it'd be able to come up with quick and witty responses.
Thank you.
Let me think about it, man. I'll come back with something amazing.
Shout to the office.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. 42.
You also digress from the conversation points a lot,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Anthony.
You're right.
Anthony's 50. Hey, Myron Fresh and the team, thanks for the value in helping me improve my life. Can you bring the segment back where one of the girls calls their male friend live on air and asks them if they are DTF?
That's
I mean-
funny.
DTF.
Yeah, but I
Down
mean,
to
Down to
fuck.
fuck.
do you guys have do you guys think men and women could be platonic friends?
No.
Anybody here?
No.
think
Because if they had a chance, they would stick they and yeah,
so? Okay.
facts.
Nobody thinks that you can be. all right.
I think some men can be having. I think some men can have platonic relationships, but if there's probably always a little something there, I don't know.
If your
Okay.
skirt rolls
So
up.
no.
But in general, do you think heterosexual men can have
They're
platonic
generally-
relationships with females
No.
No,
in general?
No.
All right.
no, they always want to.
Yeah.
It's an
I mean,
erotic thing.
I think there's a reason for that. I mean, if I'm going to be all the way 1,000, women are fairly useless as friends. If we're going to be honest here.
Misogyny.
There's not much utility women provide men that you can't get from a dude.
Exactly.
Well, you guys think alike. You're going to be better at supporting each other in the way a man needs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, think about it from a perspective, right? If from a girlfriend perspective, a lot of women don't add value. What do you think she's going to give you from a
exactly.
female friend perspective?
well,
That's so real.
and I get it.
And you
No,
guys
I
even admitted
agree.
that earlier that like women now have higher demands but bring less to the table. That's your fucking girlfriend.
It's why
So imagine a female friend.
Ooh, that's
yeah, no, yeah,
you talking.
No, he's no.
That's some
You're
real shit.
definitely
Just being
right
honest,
about
like-
that.
no, he's
That's
right.
true.
You're right.
Because if you're a guy, right, and you're platonic friends with a girl, she's still going to expect you to like provide some masculine energy, give her advice, take her out every now and then,
Pay for
probably pay the
drinks.
bill.
Yeah.
Right? Pay the majority. She might pay 30% of the time. You still expected to pay 70% of the time. She's still going to look to you for like that boyfriend energy, but you don't get no sex. So you give her everything that she wants in a man, the companionship, everything, but you don't get nothing back in return.
And God forbid things pop off, you're liable.
Yeah,
'cause
she's
you're her
expecting you to
friend.
protect you, and she won't even suck your dick. Fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy.
That's an L.
We tell guys personally, don't ever be platonic friends with a girl. It's a big L. It's a W for her, right? That's why so many girls keep guys in the friend zone, because it's a big W. You get the attention and validation, but for a guy, bro, what the fuck benefit do I get?
Exactly.
Oh, I can help you get bitches, bruh. Like most girls don't even know what it takes to be attractive to get another girl
at all.
Like they might say, "Oh, she's not feeling you," but a guy can teach you that shit.
I was feeling you?
anyway.
Thank you, Dr. Evil.
All right, thank you, Dr. Evil, for 10
subs.
YouTube memberships. I appreciate that. Mr. Entrepreneur, what? Noodle.
Entrepreneur.
Oh, for the chick from before. Y'all are quick. He goes, ladies, if you don't need a man, then tell me the difference between a flathead and a Phillips head.
Phillips.
Do you know?
Oh,
They both have different. They both look different. I just know one is like a plus sign, then one's like a minus sign. If I'm not mistaken.
All right, we're
You're
gonna move
correct.
on.
Yeah.
Mr. Entrepreneur, official rating starting next to fresh. 2, 4, 3. Okay, so he's rating you guys from 1 to 10.
Oh no, this is old though because
yeah, I was a 4.
Oh, fuck.
I was
okay.
a 4.
All right, so we'll go with 2, 4,
Wait.
3 for the retard.
Oh wait, it's going fresh.
4 for
Okay,
you.
around fresh.
4 for you.
Oh, so I'm a 2, 3.
4 for you. Basically,
The girl next to you.
yeah, the
was-
girl next to me, he gave her a 3.
Yeah.
So and he gave you a 3 too.
Uh-huh.
All right, fair enough. And then
and
and
then
then a
one.
2.
Wasn't it somebody?
No.
Wait.
No.
Oh shit, I'm a 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
Call me now.
All right. And then here we go, Mr. Entrepreneur again. Damn, y'all brought out Miss Cleo. Call me now for the 19th.
Call me
I'm
now.
just saying, my baby. Call me now.
Okay.
Call me.
We got here the twins talk like fresh and Chris and fresh when they try to read.
Damn.
That is not true.
That shit even worse, man.
Hey, man,
nah, he did not.
You know, he kind of right though, man.
No,
That is not
man.
true.
Fresh could have read the announcements earlier. And
No,
Chris,
that's
nobody
fair.
understands what the
I'll
fuck
let you do
say,
it, bro.
nigga.
I'll let you do it.
Come on, man. You
GDP?
guess, man. Third girl down from Myron. Can you please say Jack Sparrow?
Jack Sparrow.
Oh shit.
I can't even say it right.
All right, Fresh, you got
African.
this.
Mark Mansfield says, FNF, you should let the twins use their phones to open their translator apps. I think they're having trouble understanding and answering all of the questions. No, they're
Nah.
good.
Dying in, man.
They're good.
Ram says, Montreal. I went to McGill. French girls provide a sexy accent and kinky cardio. LOL. Is that true?
What? I don't understand.
Kiki Calio.
Never mind. Mr. Entrepreneur.
Montreal does have
he
some
childish.
amazing
Sounds
kinky
open like a
events.
flea market. Pirate, you don't from
He's so childish, but he been shouting me out. So entrepreneur, I love you too, boo.
Opalaka.
Mwah.
Wendell Liquor. Oh my god. Myron, what's the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman? One is a superhero and one is a command.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What the fuck, bro? John C. For the French lady, please say Dede for the boys there.
Huh?
What did that say?
So he says to say Dede for the boys there.
What is Dede?
He went to Google Translate and they messed it up.
I have no idea. That went over my head. Call me G Scott says the wifey standard has never changed. It's the XX that's changed, which is X chromosomes. If fish literally jump out the water and he told you they like shrimp and crabs, XX chromosomes would say, hell no, you better enjoy those worms, then complain that they can't find any big fish. Facts. Oh, well said. TJ King says, ladies, do you think that men and women have more or less foresight in today's society 50 years ago? We kind of covered that a little bit
Yeah, we
earlier.
kind of did that.
We kind of covered that.
Right, it says have the dumbest logic. He's saying that women have the dumbest logic. You want to
Okay.
respond to that?
No, his mother was a woman.
What
Your
the
mama,
fuck?
nigga.
That is true.
Your mother was a woman.
Eli from Jersey says more than one Frank Castle will not surprise the chat and myself tonight. Clown World.
He did call that
was
one.
earlier.
He definitely called it.
The Elitist says, ladies, would you rather catch your man cheating with an escort, knowing it's strictly transactional, or catch him cheating with a normal woman who he has to actually split game to? What one would you more likely like to stay with? So, for example,
The escort.
so escort.
The escort.
Why?
Okay, so let's all go.
Well, like you said, it's a transactional type of thing.
Okay.
There's no like actual like commitment where it's
Got
like,
it.
oh, like I'm continuously seeing you. It's like, oh, like we have a relationship. Like it's just transactional. It's just
Got it.
business.
For you.
The escort.
Escort.
Yeah.
For you?
Don't understand.
You know what? Your man, right, is gonna cheat on you, with an escort. He pays the money, or a regular girl he has to talk to all the time.
Regular girl.
Regular girl? You like her better?
Yes.
Okay.
Escort.
For you, what do you prefer?
Escort for sure.
Escort?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're like my guy to like just fuck for one night, then like,
Okay. One time use. What about you?
Escort, because it just means they're trying to get something satiated, and then we're back to my idea that people aren't usually monogamous.
Got it. Okay.
Escort.
Escort.
I think women are monogamous if the guy is her guy, but if he's a loser, then
she'll do what she wants.
Yeah, kind of like the girl before,
Miss
like
Entrepreneur.
the entrepreneur. She exemplified that perfectly. Like she has him because he, kind of
Provides.
fulfills that need. No, he doesn't provide anything, but he gives her that need of like having a boyfriend, so she's not alone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wants to go ahead and still have her options. So if she can find a better guy than him and leave him.
And replace him like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because women don't
Damn,
want to
that's
be
messed
hoes
up.
long term. They typically want to find a guy that has everything that they want: money, status, height, everything, right? Whatever, depending on what the fuck she's looking for. But if he meets all the requirements, she wants to consolidate on that guy. If that guy's missing something, then she goes out and says, "You know what? Let me play the field."
It's understandable if she's saying that she's confused, but if you're smart enough, you would know.
She's not
that.
confused. She's exact. She's very.
If
She
you were-
knows
if-
exactly
if
what
she
she's
was
doing.
smart, she would know that she's not getting anything out of it.
No.
No.
She don't care.
Oh no, she's not confused at all. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
It's just that
she wants to do what she wants to do.
The thing is if she says exactly what it really is, okay, I'm keeping this guy on the ropes because he's a fucking loser. He doesn't meet all my requirements, but I'm going to go ahead and find another guy that has more money, has more status, is more attractive. She's going to sound like a hoe. So girls say dumb shit like, I'm confused, but she knows exactly what she's doing. Because women can't be honest about how they really mate and how they select for men because it makes them look bad.
It sounds terrible.
Female nature is very, if you really look at it, like women are very, very cold and very, very, how do I say this?
Misogyny.
Their mating strategy is kind of fucked up if girls are honest about what they really like in a man, what actually arouses them. It makes them look bad. That's why women aren't honest about what they like.
There's a saying that
Say
goes,
dumb shit. I want a nice guy. Treat me like a queen. The fuck out of here.
There's a saying that goes, the streets is cold.
Facts.
Very cold.
But
Okay.
But women can be way more vicious than men. I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, they have to be.
Okay, for you.
An escort.
Escort.
Yeah, because I feel like there's less of an emotional connection.
Okay. And for you?
Escort. Yeah.
All right. There you have it. The cat daddy says, holy, she keep saying symbiotic lady. This is not Spider-Man 3. Silence wrinkles. And man, Myron, you got to give it to Fresh. He sure knows how to translate Riri. Plus all the black women left on the panel are 10s. We should work hard for them.
What?
He's trolling. Gotta be trolling.
Thank you.
I think he's he's trolling.
Carlos Bermudez says, bruh, why does that chick 3 down from Fresh sound like she on a low power mode? Ooh.
That's not fresh. That's fresh.
Oh, the one who got kicked out.
When I got kicked.
Yeah, okay. Fresh balls. Fresh is a millionaire,
Oh my
5'11", with a
gosh.
9-inch anteater and drives a Lambo. Zamina, are you ready to have your walls tear down for 3 hours? Make the move, big homie. Don't let me down.
Wait, what?
Yes, sir.
You have a 9-inch what?
Yes, sir.
You need to start dating Fresh.
Chill.
My dog.
Wait, who's fresh?
That's my dog. That's why he's drinking energy drink.
never seen that before.
That's my dog, Fresh. Speaking of which, by the way.
Who is this nigga, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We are reaching for you.
Yeah,
We are
speaking of which, guys, go ahead and we're working with Gorilla Mind, by the way. Shout out to Derek. More plates, more dates. We got the Gorilla Mind drink right now. I'm drinking the Orange Rush version.
Yeah.
I like this flavor a lot, but they just dropped Tiger's Blood and Lynchy. I think it's a Lynchy. Damn it, I forgot the.
In honor of today, we should have watermelon.
Can I try it?
Can we try
I want to try
Oh,
it.
wait. And I had protein bars, and it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, man. So we're gonna put. If y'all want Gorilla Mode stuff, go ahead and check it out. The link is below. Just use the code FRESH at the checkout. And yeah, y'all are gonna be seeing us, drinking their energy drinks and shit. So shout out to them.
Sharing.
I've been drinking their shit for a minute. So
This is amazing,
I want
by
to
the
try
way.
it. So.
I love it myself.
Hey, Myron, can I buy one from you?
no, we'll give you one.
We'll give you one.
Yeah.
On the house.
Yeah.
This time.
Let's continue on. What else do we got here?
We got,
use code at discount, guys. Fresh. at the code.
Rams.
Even though Fresh don't work out. But
now.
Rams, is it true that a dominatrix doesn't look for physical climax, but rather enjoys demeaning the man only?
That is you're touching on a very vast topic. I'm not a demeaning dominatrix. I actually avoid degradation because I'm not good at it. I am a very positive focused person. I have had friends who have anger issues when I've gotten to know them more that are dominatrixes and they love degrading men. I
Okay.
usually send people, I don't know why some men want to be degraded other than their self-worth issues there, but I send those clients on because that's not my repertoire. I've trained myself for a few comments because it seems to be like a lot of people like to call it a pig or whatever, but it's all learned. It's like acting for me.
All right. For all the weirdos
Lovely.
out there, okay, that want to get degraded, that I guess she's not the one.
No, I'm not. I would
Pancho
reject
goes,
that.
I'm Hispanic and all my homies Mexican. The Mexican girl is capping harder than Biden.
Wow. How can I be like capping if he doesn't know how I was raised?
I mean, you're not.
Well,
no, we're saying in general.
He was saying, because remember you were saying like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
I'm
like
willing,
culture.
I will pay because you said you'll pay the
Yeah.
thing, but he's saying like that's not a thing in Mexican culture because women don't pay. He's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying just because you do it doesn't
You're
mean
unique.
it's Mexican culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think going back to what you were saying before, saying you were stubborn, I think that's an example right there.
Facts.
So the girl in the middle saying that her mom was independent and believes she doesn't need a man. The feminist propaganda is spread to Mexico, making women believe they don't need a man. Similar to here. Is your mom a feminist?
No, she's not. And I meant to say dependent. Not independent.
Independent.
Wait, so your mom is dependent?
Independent.
Does she take care? Yeah.
Because she's not with your dad anymore, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's independent.
Yeah.
So he's saying that feminism came to Mexico too.
That's such a sad situation.
I ain't gonna hold you. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of independent Mexicans
They
in
cross-
Miami.
yeah, they cross the
But I
border.
think the culture still over there is a little bit normal.
Yeah, I mean, I always say women, it's a cope when women say they're independent. Most girls don't want to be independent. Let's
Nope,
keep it a
they
thousand.
don't.
They don't want to be independent.
Aye.
It is
He
stressful.
talking some real shit.
Girls say they're independent only when they're with a guy that they don't really like that. But when they're with a man that they actually like, they're gonna shut the fuck up and do what he says.
Or
100%.
single. Or single.
Wait, what?
Or single like me.
Moving on.
Listen, man, you need help.
I need y'all help.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
No, not y'all help. Okay.
Yeah. All right. The man
I
called
call
Toledo.
him. I call him.
Chris, did these come in from before?
Yeah.
All right, guys. From this point forward, I'm only going to read 50 and up, but these came in from before. All right. The man called 6 goes. So the girl in white told men to stay single because of the low quality women, but the closest man in her life is a bum that hates on her success. Shouldn't she follow her own advice?
Oh, you kicked her off.
Yeah, that's the one we
She's
kicked
gone.
off before. Yeah, bro, she was contradicting herself. I even called it. Frank Castle, all these 304s, not one of them has a working brain cell left. L. Chris, W. Myron, and Fresh. Yeah, L. Chris, for real. Sean Dunn goes, Steve Harvey's story on what happened to him in 2005 is a perfect example of why men should not be governmentally married in the U.S. of A. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Don't get
bro.
married. Yeah,
Don't do it.
Fresh's dog. These low tier 304s will be lucky to get Panjeet from 7-Eleven. They all threes or got half a brain cell.
What the fuck?
God damn.
John.
Okay.
He's very angry.
Anyone
person.
that gets upset over a man not wanting a high body count, girl most likely has a high body count. It wouldn't bother you if it didn't apply to you.
It doesn't bother me either way.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Well, the one that got mad was the one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
she
why.
definitely on her whole face.
Yep.
I have a question for the ladies. What do you guys think of Aisha Curry taking off her wedding ring on national TV for a shirtless man who isn't her husband? Is it disrespectful or just a harmless joke? You know what? That's a very good question. Chris, do me a favor.
Okay.
Pull up that clip.
All right.
Because I want the ladies to take a look at it because you guys probably
I have no
aren't familiar with
idea.
this.
I didn't even
So
see it.
basically,
Yeah, they don't-
Steph Curry, you know Steph Curry?
Mhm.
He's
The
an
basketball
amazing
player.
basketball player, gets most of his shots, whatever he shoots for the most part. He's well known throughout the basketball game in the NBA. However, his wife has been shown to multiple times basically disrespect her husband by, for example, saying certain things or or trying to take off her ring in front of a man that had his shirt off. So you'll see the video here, but like it's just crazy because I think at this point people know him as a high value man, and for her to do that is kind of crazy. So
When was this?
this was like recently on a
She
for real?
was trying to.
Yeah.
Wasn't she trying to like make sure she still got it like back in the day or something? I heard something about it. She wanted to see if she still
wanted
got
her
it.
options to be open still to see what she got still.
Girl, you got
Basically.
Curry. You are.
Yeah, media.
Why do we have to keep? Because there's copyright music in it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. There's not. You guys gonna pull up a version? Oh, okay. Well, let's pull it up real quick. Or you guys could have done it from Instagram, not YouTube. Pull it from Instagram because I know you got. Oh, Twitter will be fine. Yeah, I'll pull it from Twitter.
Should be good.
Yeah.
What I think.
All right. Let's run the clip.
Totally disrespectful.
Yeah, it basically was like a talk show that she was on. And this isn't the first time that Aisha Curry's done some stupid shit like this. She wanted to post on Instagram like, "Oh, I wish I got more attention."
Yeah,
like,
that's
blah, blah,
what
blah.
I remember.
That's
Like you
what I think
already
you're
don't get
referring to.
attention from.
That's so stupid. You wrong. You're wrong.
All right, 1 second. There we go.
She's literally high value from her husband. Like,
No, she's not high
Fucking
value.
wrong.
She's not high value. No.
Well, she has a winner as a husband.
Exactly.
that makes her high value.
But she's an L. But all right, let's go ahead. Let's run it. So this is this bullshit. This nigga walks out, no shirt on.
Wait, which one is her? I keep forgetting.
Oh yeah, she disrespectful. She do it.
Wait, ladies. So this guy walking out, the girls are yelling.
Oh,
Girl.
Uh-uh.
Wrong. He from Old Spice, huh? He from the Old Spice.
That's the bitch from Sister. All right.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna be?
Tia and Tamara. Yeah. All right. So we'll get the ladies' thoughts on this. What are your ladies' thoughts on this?
That's so disrespectful.
Very.
What's wrong with her?
What's wrong with honesty?
All right, we'll start right here and then work our way around.
It's really.
I mean, is it just a harmless joke?
No,
Maybe
it's
she's just
definitely
having
not.
fun.
She
What do y'all
could've-
think?
She could have thought that it was, like a joke, but like really, like it's really disrespectful. Like you're literally a high value a woman because of your husband. Like you have an image. Not really. She doesn't have an image to put up, but like you have to understand. Like you committed to your husband. You can't act that way without. Like if you're gonna act that way without your husband, then you're just doomed. Like come on. Like look at do you remember do you realize who your husband is? Like.
Yep. What about you?
Very disrespectful. She could have done 100 other things to make it seem like she was having fun, like, but actually taking off. No, that's really stupid in my world.
Okay.
In your world?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. On the video.
Can we repeat the question?
All right. What about you, Miss Mexico? What are your thoughts?
It was too much. Like even though it was a joke, like that's just disrespectful doing it like in TV in front of like everyone watching you doing it.
All right.
That's it.
Absolutely disrespectful.
Fair enough. Your thoughts?
No good.
Maybe I think American thinks we should just like not involve them in.
No, bro. They're from a first world. It's not like they're from a foreign country. Like Canada's a first world country. Like they deal with the same fucking bullshit that we do.
Yeah, but in Montreal, they don't learn English as their first language.
No, I understand that, but it's like, God damn it.
Steph Curry, his wife. Do you know
Chris?
No,
never again, bro.
No.
Okay, we'll move on. What about you?
I think what she did was very shameful and embarrassing. I would also like to go back on what you mentioned, how you talked about she's a high value woman because her man is Steph Curry. He's very successful. And I don't agree with that. I don't think a man's success really determines whether a woman is high value or not, because I've seen some really rich men be with girls that are like cheating on them. But yeah, that's very shameful.
Well, then he's a loser.
Yeah,
because he allowed it.
Because
he is a loser.
like,
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause he allowed it.
If your girl is cheating on you, then I mean that's your fault as a man.
To not set that
Yes,
boundary.
in a sense, but I think that whether you're with a successful man, I don't think that really determines,
Your
your high
personality.
value.
As a female,
Yeah.
I think a woman's value is 100% determined by the caliber of man she can attract. Because no one really cares about a woman's accomplishments, if we're going to be honest.
I mean, would you consider a woman who is like having sex with multiple guys while she's married high value?
She's a whore.
Even though, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying like
sinful whore. At
some
that.
these are like millionaires that are with girls and they're like secretly cheating with other guys that are have more like
That's the
opportunity
guy's
or
fault, though.
whatever.
That's the guy's fault for being a pussy, being like,
Yeah, but that doesn't make her high value either.
yeah, it's an L on both of their parts.
Yeah, so she is not high value even though she's still with him.
Well, here's the thing. That's where guys are simps, right? This is why it's so important for men to understand their value, but a lot of guys don't, right? There's a lot of successful guys that are simps. But I think, like, yes, a woman can get with a guy, because if a girl gets with a guy, right, and he has money, but he's like a fucking sucker, I mean, does she really like that man for him? 9 out of 10 times she doesn't. She's just doing it because he fulfills the security standpoint.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a bunch of like rich simps that are with chicks that are hot, but the girl doesn't really respect him. She just tolerates his ass.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So okay. So you think in this case disrespectful, or just to finish your point? Sorry.
Disrespectful.
All right. What about you?
Good for you.
It was disrespectful. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Profound.
Yeah. I mean, you know who I blame on this though? Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I blame Steph Curry because he should have checked this shit from before when she was doing that dumb shit on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He should have got rid of her at that point. Because the thing is, your woman a lot of times is like a mirror image of you. So like, if your girl's craving attention and doing all this extra shit, a lot of times that says that you're not that fucking guy. A lot of times, or you're just a pussy and you don't put boundaries on her. And Aisha Curry feels really comfortable to be doing the stupid shit that she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that a girl like her, she should be happy to even have a guy on that level. He should have been fucking got rid of her.
I mean,
Like-
honestly, speak to her behind the scenes about it, so it doesn't happen again, because that's crazy. Now,
Nah,
mind
he
you,
probably didn't, I don't think he said shit to her.
I was about to say he
No.
probably didn't do it, but that's on him.
Because she should be moving like she has like when a woman is with a man that she truly loves, admires, respects, she moves like the fear of God in her if doing anything stupid. Like, oh, my guy will leave me if I do some stupid shit, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of girls don't respect their man or they don't give a fuck.
And if by chance she made one mistake, so you know what? All right, this will make me lose my man. I won't do it no more.
Bro, especially when your guy is like that
that's-
fucking caliber of guy.
Yeah.
No, she crazy. Because if the roles was reversed, it would have been hell. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, if he did it, I don't think it would be that big a deal.
I mean, but she would have been very.
With Twin L?
She would have been on.
They're out.
Oh damn! They just walked out.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's four.
That's four L's right there.
And
Shit, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying.
I don't think
But-
They just stopped. I think we're straining their heads because of all the translations trying to keep up with it. They got tired.
Or they couldn't understand anything.
Yeah, they were missing so much of the
Understandable.
conversation.
My head was starting to hurt.
Or you could just
also.
say they're just dumb.
That was at some point.
Whatever, we just need to go back to
Yeah,
saying people
I
are
was
dumb.
trying.
Just dumb.
I was trying.
They're not dumb.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like-
they are.
It's just hard for them to
understand. It's just hard for them to
Some
understand.
questions they got it, and other questions they're like, "What the fuck?"
Like that was me at some point.
All right.
Language barrier is tough.
Yeah.
It is.
You're dumb to come on an English speaking podcast not knowing the
Okay,
language.
They may not have realized what they were
That's
getting
dumb.
into.
That's dumb.
Chris, you got to
very
make sure that they're good though.
No, listen. Chat. I have a team, right? That Brenda grows on.
Here we go.
Oh.
What foul?
What happened?
Angie's like doing something. I
It
don't
wasn't
know
that.
what
It wasn't
Angie's
that
doing.
big. It wasn't that bad.
Anyways,
Something's falling back.
chat. Like long story short, I coordinate is what it is. Moving forward, I want to make sure that there's no girls out here. If they don't know the English language, I will definitely tell them to leave. All right. So chat. Today's the last day it's gonna happen. I take accountability for everything. I'm not gonna blame anybody in particular on my team. I'm gonna handle it moving forward. You won't have these bimbos on the podcast. No, facts. No,
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
man, that's
No,
fucking
it's-
hilarious.
Things happen, Chris.
no. It happens.
L,
Still a bum,
that's
though.
still L, Chris, though.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
I have even
Yeah.
numbers.
What?
2, 2, and 2.
What was that?
Oh yeah.
You say your TV's
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, we're live. Let's go.
TV's working.
Yeah,
Be
it's
great.
fine. It's
All
fine.
right, whatever. Okay,
Miller.
where are we at here? Kevin Miller goes. Chris,
Women
can you-
outnumber men
can you
on
read it,
this
bro, 'cause I
planet.
can't see.
So there isn't someone for everyone. Example: if every adult black man in America married every black woman, there would still be 2 million unmarried black women. That's true for every race. Demari Walker, shout out to you, bro. Says, "Hey yo, she said she gonna give him 2K. She like that. BBC laugh my ass off. Shout out to FNF. Love y'all boys, by the way. That Canadian got me crying laughing. She trying so hard. All right.
Who giving 2K for BBC?
No,
I'm like,
Oh my god.
Canadian Clearwater says, I believe I would be the perfect young G for an awesome panel dynamic. If that's an idea you like.
Okay, can you write about it?
I'll be in Miami 14th to 17th of July. Panel of young 18-year-old man.
No, bro. I'll keep it 1,000 with you.
Damn,
Let me give you the best
$200
advice.
for
Let me
that.
just give you the best advice, bro. No one gives a fuck what you think unless you've accomplished something, man. That's just the cold hard reality as a man, bro. You're not gonna just get in certain situations. You should watch the podcast that we did earlier with Wes Watson. To get around certain individuals, especially as a man, you must prove yourself. Like unfortunately for you, bro, you don't have a vagina like these girls here on the panel that can get in here and talk with us. Like we're having discussion with them, blah blah blah. But the thing that sucks as a man is you got to prove yourself. Like these girls don't have to prove themselves. That's life as a man versus as a woman.
But
no offense,
you can
to
build,
ladies,
you
but
can build a skill set, you can build a business, and then come back with some value.
yeah. As a man, you have to provide value. As a woman, you literally just saw it. How many retarded chicks did we just have on the panel that provided no value? But that
And
just
they're still
literally
single.
exemplifies how the world works. Women don't have to provide value, and they could be on a panel with guys like us. That's just the world, how it goes, bro. Unfortunately.
That is
And we had recently.
We had literally like 4 retarded ass bitches on the panel.
We literally lost half the panel.
I
Yeah.
know. I was about to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
There
5,
was 10 there
6.
was 10
There's
of us.
no burden of performance on females. Like this panel literally shows that. No offense, ladies, but women don't have to provide any value to get value back in the world.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
That's true.
We had a young entrepreneur on Casey Hustles. He had to show his receipts, making how much money he made to come on the podcast as well. So I think if you have the value of the business, you have the skill set, then in the future, if you do have that.
And here's the thing
hit us
too.
up.
We got between here and Rumble, we got like 20,000 y'all watching. When we had Wes Watson on, did we have 20,000 watching? No.
Nope.
See? So that tells you guys, like, do guys even really care about men? Number one, men don't give a fuck about what other guys think unless they accomplish something. And even if they do accomplish something, still they don't give a fuck a lot of times because, hey, this is how you make money. Hey, this is how you get in the gym. This is how you become a better guy. Most dudes aren't looking for that. They're looking for mindless entertainment.
And the funny fact is, the girls that you actually want will come after you do the work. So it's just literally how they want girls first before the work.
Yeah, man. So just some tough love there, bro. Like, you got to provide value, bro. No one gives a fuck what you think at 18 years old. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. As a woman, sure, they want to fuck. But as a dude, no one gives a shit, bro. Your value is at its lowest at 18. It's just how it is, man. One fortune cookie says, the man of your dreams is about to enter your life. The other one says, psych, nigga, you thought. Fresh, I want my money back for your stuttering my comment.
And don't do my fortune cookies, honey.
Instinctual messages. Ladies, in an age where women don't need men and men ain't ish, please show a raise of hands to the ladies that have changed a spare tire mounted to the TV, served in the military, and have thanked the men that work in such needed fields. # gratitude.
I absolutely
Only spare
am
tire
grateful
and
for
a
men.
TV, so I'm not anything else. So
I never said I don't need a
odd
man.
jobs.
I need a man. I want a man. I come from a beautiful man.
Yeah, but you're not acting like you need one. So
I mean, we on the
I'll
podcast.
find what I'm
my
not-
everyday life. I mean,
All right.
get to know me.
Okay.
Hey.
Willow 317 says,
bro,
L Chris,
fucking doomed.
Chris, bring chicks on
All
who
right.
don't speak English because he can barely speak English. Get in a speech class, nigga.
Ninja.
It's a ninja.
Well, Chris, you spoke about it. You're gonna correct it. But that being said, a Rumble, and then let's do a closeout.
Yeah. All right, ladies, we could go ahead and get the final thoughts. Rumble rants. Okay.
No, let's go to Rumble. YouTube, Rumble.
All right, come on over to Rumble, guys. Come on over to Rumble, rumble.com/fresh and fit
for the last part here,
and we'll close out the show. Come on over, switch over, guys. Rumble.com/fresh and fit. Come on over right now.
Cool.
All right. So,
Faggots.
Yeah. Chris, man, you lose speaking privilege the rest of the night, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Seriously, bro, you fucking L, man. All right. What are your final thoughts on the show? Comments, questions, anything you got?
I was really excited to come on because I actually watch this podcast really often.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How'd you
so
find it?
A guy I was seeing told me to watch it. So he like red pilled me. So
Oh,
shit.
really? Oh, terms.
Mhm.
And you're still vegan? God damn.
I'm still vegan.
Fucked up.
What's wrong with us vegans?
You need some meat here.
No, we
Come on,
don't.
man.
We get a lot of protein.
I'm
You know
for
your
you.
protein. Yeah, I do.
I'm a super health nut.
I do,
I'm
baby.
No comment on vegans.
Very, very healthy.
All right. Well, hey, man, at least you sticking with something. You going to the gym and shit too?
I do. I run.
Stop
Actually,
the cap.
I'm not. Oh, I need to get back there, but I'm running a marathon in November, and I'm running a triathlon this summer. So
nice.
Oh,
All right, you got it.
Sweet.
All right. Good.
I did have a question earlier. I wanted
Sure.
to know, Myron and Fresh, what would you want a girl to do for your birthdays?
Okay.
Minus the
Since
intimacy.
she's offended that you're making fun of her about the organizing the office.
Listen,
No,
Yeah.
I'm not
Damn.
offended. I'm just curious. Like,
I did.
I want to know what you guys would want. Like, like
Expect?
not including
The
the
male, male perspective.
No, for your
Threesomes.
birthday,
Threesomes.
excluding intimacy and
nah.
you know,
Nah.
basic things, massages. What would you want her to do other than that for your birthday? Other than cooking.
You want to hit first?
To be honest, she can't do anything for me. But if I had to put something to her to do, I would just say like, buy me another car. I don't know. There's nothing she could do that would ever like make me want to like say, okay, this is amazing. Because I read everything myself. I mean, just get fucked, I guess.
Wow.
No
I don't know,
intimacy.
like what?
Intimacy doesn't count.
Well, I mean, buy a
Something
car?
other than intimacy.
Buy a car, I guess.
You can't tell us what the fuck doesn't count, man. Like, if you
But,
want
like, you told us intimacy doesn't count.
That was
Don't-
a question
don't
for the very
qualify
beginning,
it,
so I get
just-
that part, yeah.
The question is, what would they want? So don't qualify it for them.
But no.
Leave it open.
To your question, I would just say, like, for example, for me, I guess help me find another car that I want to buy. I don't know, like, go for right in.
For me, nothing, man. I don't like to celebrate my birthday. As strange as that is.
Yeah, that's facts.
I think it's very weird and narcissistic when people are like, "Oh, it's my birthday," and try to make the world revolve around them and go around with
Fair.
the balloons and shit. I mean, that's very feminine behavior, in my opinion, because women are
point.
natural narcissists. If
Fair.
I'm going to be all the way
Yeah.
honest, women are natural narcissists, naturally solipsistic, and they want the world to revolve around them. And that's on their like I've seen girls on their Instagram be like, "It's my birthday month." How much of a fucking weirdo do you have to be to sit there and say it's my birthday month or it's my birthday week? Like fucking retards, bro. I no offense. But yeah, I mean, I don't like that concept because I think it's a very narcissistic way to view things. Like,
Fair point.
And to
Yeah.
be fair, I feel like every day is our birthdays, honestly.
yeah, I don't like to celebrate my birthday. I don't even like to tell people, oh, it's my fucking birthday. I try to like evade it.
That being
that's
said,
fair.
next year we're celebrating his birthday on like
we're not.
Turn up. I'm gonna do a mural on the wall with your face on it.
We are not.
Yes, we are.
We are not.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Would
But I
the-
think a better answer, you know what, to answer because you
You're
just got
good,
two
you're
really
good.
shitty answers. He said, "Oh, I mean with a car," and I'm like, "I don't celebrate." Figure out what that guy in particular wants.
Yeah.
I think the strongest power a woman can have is being able to identify what her man wants, like be observant, right? Kind of, see where he needs help or whatever he needs, and go in and fit that and be thoughtful. Like
Yeah.
since so many women are fucking useless, right, and don't provide value, if you're able to provide a little bit of value, I promise you're going to stick out. If you're thoughtful, that's going to go a long ways because most guys make it through their life without even getting complimented by a girl or getting a gift from a girl or being treated well by a girl or being told thank you by a girl a lot of times. Being honest, like a lot of guys don't get any type of appreciation. So men really value appreciation for women because they rarely get it versus women don't appreciate shit a lot of times because they get it all the time. How many simps come up to you? You're beautiful. Ah, you fucking weirdo. You don't give a shit. But if you go up to a guy complimenting, you'll probably make his day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They
And
love that
if you
shit.
don't know what it is, just ask questions.
So that's a better answer.
Well, it's like today, a friend of mine, he's a guy, he's a photographer. He came out, he didn't charge me to take photos, but I took him to lunch and I fully paid for everything. And I wouldn't have let him pay for it because I appreciate the time he invested
That's
in
nice.
something that he loves to do anyways. I mean, but that wasn't, I wanted to show him that I appreciate it.
There you go. That's good. Most girls wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a
They'd be like,
weird
thanks,
one.
nigga, and then leave.
Free
You know what I
photo
mean?
shoot.
Turn to fucking.
Nah, I'm a weird one. I do that shit all the time.
All right, fair enough.
Any questions, comments?
Yeah. Question, comments, last thoughts.
You know, I would love to end up in a conversation with you about. So one of my big things is communication and the differences between men and women's brains and how they work differently.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no education in our universe for men to even understand how women think. And I think most women don't even understand how their brain is really working.
Uh-huh.
And there's all these lies and cultural shit that feminists and other people have projected with no substance. And it's one of the biggest things I try to work with people is like, we're different. I would love to see a larger conversation on that because that's how we could actually help more women understand themselves.
It's never going to happen, in my opinion, because there's no money to be made in telling women the truth.
That's true.
I think the dynamic is slowly, but if there is plenty of men who would pay to understand how women's brains work, I think there is money there. So again, back to
Yeah.
the male provider.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
but it's in a man's best interest to not let that be known.
No, it's in a woman's best interest for men not to understand how their brain works. Because once you understand how each other communicate, you have more control.
Yeah, so why would a guy want a woman to know that he's well versed in the game? I
Yeah.
mean, we have these open discussions and girls can kind of see it, But most women can't handle the truth, is what I'm
No,
trying to
I
argue.
get that. But what men could manage women better if they understood what was happening. Like I've had a lot of guys that I've explained the difference of the brain, and they're like, "Holy fuck, you're right." And then I actually applied this in business in dealing with females, and it's not a control thing. It's that now they understand something that they before didn't understand. So
Fair
I
enough.
have had a lot of guys give super positive responses, and one of them even started applying it at work, and it changed the relationship dynamic.
No, I understand that. I mean, I still think the best advice is always going to be dispensed by men, not necessarily women. And the reason for that is because, unfortunately, there's like things that a man needs to understand about a woman that a woman doesn't even necessarily understand about herself. Because
Exactly.
to catch the fish, you have to be the fisherman, and then every fish is different, which means you need to use different bait. So, for example, there's some women that want clout and money, right? She mentioned that before with her friends, right? Depending on who the girl is. Some girls want a guy that's in shape. Some girls want a guy that's tall. Some girls want a guy that's in really good, that's really attractive. Some girls want a guy that just straight up has money. They don't care about anything else. So you have to be able to identify the fish and then what kind of bait. The problem with women a lot of times is they're only able to identify the type of bait that they like. They might not necessarily understand the type of bait that other women are, and most importantly, how to wrap that bait up correctly to catch that fish.
True, but at the same time, if you never start a conversation aimed towards educating women about themselves and maybe start dispelling some of the myths they seem to believe in that are actually bad for them, like feminists say a lot of things that are bad for women. Like,
Yeah.
And
But it's never changing.
Nobody's going to change
It's never
that if they
changing.
never try.
I'll tell you why it's never changing. It's never changing because women are not going to concede any of the leverage that they have in 2023. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. Because if women fought, the better part of 60 to 70 years for equality, they got it. But they still continue to fight for this equality or that they're, whatever it may be. They're not going to concede because they don't want to give up all the power that they've been able to acquire that they think that they have. But it is what it is, man. Like they're not gonna fight all this to go ahead and say, oh no, let's put men in charge again. No, they're not. They're not. And on top of that, there's more money to be made by lying to women than telling them the truth. If you went around and told women, hey, stop being whores, find a good man, submit, etc., bro, they'd be like, they make more money keeping men and women divided because when you keep women, what does feminism do? It tells women go chase a career, make money. Right. If a woman goes out and chases a career, makes money, what do? Now you have another person that can buy and be a consumer. She doesn't have to rely on her man. Now you can go ahead and you're able to double the workforce. You're able to pay people less wages. That's why you need two incomes to support a household nowadays, thanks to inflation. But inflation has been incurred a lot of times because of feminism, because women entering the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
So you make more money from keeping men and women apart and by lying to women.
Divide.
Of course. Of course. But I don't see it. Like women aren't going to stop going to school. Women aren't going to stop chasing careers. Women aren't going to stop making money because what feminism has allowed women to do is it's allowed them to be more selective in men. And that was a trick question I asked you guys earlier. Hey, are women more selective now than before? A lot of you said now. Yes, now they're more selective. But a big part of that is because of feminism. They make more money, which means since they make more money, they have more status. They could be more selective. But the problem is that women become more selective. Guess what? There's a select few men that meet those requirements. So what feminism inadvertently does is it puts the highest status men at the top that have the most leverage. Mm-hmm. We pick the bitches we want to fucking commit to. But women think they have the leverage, but they really don't.
No, they don't.
It's the biggest lie.
It's all an exchange program.
Yeah, it's literally one of the biggest lies that sets women up for a perpetual failure. Because they make more money. Oh, I'm going to get that guy. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. You're not. Why is a guy that has all the women coming after him going to settle with you?
Ooh. Why should he settle at all?
There you go. Even better question. That's the truth. So you're going to either A, be in a harem with other girls and you're going to have to share him, or B, he's going to lie to you and say you're the only one, but fuck other bitches on the side.
Just enjoy your harem. When he's not around, fuck each other.
That's true, but most girls aren't going to take that.
They should learn.
They should learn, but they won't.
They should, but they're not.
They're
not. You tell a woman that went to Cornell University, makes all this money, oh yeah, you're going to have to share this nigga. What? No! I have a PhD. She's going to be like, fuck out of here, man.
And then she's going to make her own harem and be unhappy half the time.
Hey, but they don't want to hear that, though. And then what's worse, if you tell them that, you know what they're going to say? You're just an old, miserable bitch. Fuck you. We don't care what you got to say. And then if I say it, they're going to say I'm a misogynist. They're going to say I'm a misogynist.
I just don't care if they
don't care. They're going to attack. They're going to attack the person giving the message over the message, even if it's factual.
That's part of being a message sender, though, is to be willing to accept those attacks and ignore them.
Of course, but they're
so.
not going to take it as the point.
Yeah.
Some will. Somebody will hear eventually, and that's the point. Is that you can't get anybody if you never
a minority
like her,
a minority
like her. She's been red pilled by somebody that sent her here.
But
she's
arguably
learning.
so. It's almost too late. She's 30.
Yeah, she's 30.
No offense.
Yeah, too late.
Here's the real
Now,
question.
if she starts appreciating a man, though, she's still going to get one because
but
finding a woman to appreciate you for what you are, regardless of your status, is the hardest thing for men to find.
But it's gonna be hard. She's 30. She's more stuck in her ways. I mean, like, who you need to really get this message is girls her age group. But are they gonna listen? They're not, bro.
Well,
They're
yeah,
not.
but if you don't try, none will.
What?
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
it is tough.
I can count on my fingers.
I look at it like this: the men, we need to fix the men. Because the women ain't changing, bro. So the guys really got to be the ones to come in and step in and be leaders and be like, hey, this is how the fuck it is, blah, blah, blah. And that's how it is. If you try to do it with the women, they're too combative, stuck in their ways, arrogant. They're not going to listen. Stubborn. She even admitted it. Oh, I'm stubborn. You know how many girls are like her?
Bro.
That don't want to listen to male authority?
No, but
not trying to bully her or anything, but like just being honest.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of girls think like her. Like I'm not listening to no fucking dude.
Yeah.
I'm no.
Which is why females also have to say it.
What?
She's saying also females have to say it. But what I'm saying is that they're gonna just discredit her and say she's old.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna tell you.
I mean,
they're gonna say we're misogynist and they're gonna say you're old. Who cares?
Yeah, they don't
I don't
care.
They're gonna be like, I look better than you. That's how women argue with each other.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't care. I'm better looking than you. I'm not gonna listen
Or
to
you're
you.
broke.
Yeah.
When they got money.
Or pick
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. That's
Or
true.
pick me. So.
Yeah. Or they'll call you a pick me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's pick me? I'm sorry, I'm a little socially
Like when a girl like says things that typically make
Caters
her more
to-
attractive to men or caters
Yeah.
to men, publicly speaking,
okay.
then girls will call her a pick me or they'll shame her and be like, "Oh, bitch, like you're a pick me, bitch." Blah blah blah.
I don't accept the shame, so fuck off.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not
Hey,
you, not you, the
no,
women.
No. I get it. No, I get it. I mean, it's a lofty goal, but I just don't see feminists conceding. That's why for us, we're like, we need to change the men. I think to fix the problem, you got to fix the men, not the women.
Well,
The
and
women,
if you fix enough men, it will self-perpetuate fixing it because all of a sudden all these feminists will be like, wait, where's the men?
yeah, you have to fix the men because the men are the leaders. The women are going to continue to do. It's easy to be on the feminist thing, make a career, be a whore, live your life, listen to rap music. You know,
I find that
rap, all this
comment
shit.
"live your life" very interesting because it's like live your life. What does that mean? Like, oh, you're supposed to go party, but wait, if you have somebody in a stable relationship and you guys go on an awesome vacation together and you have whatever, isn't that also living your life?
100%.
It is, but I mean,
girls
man.
are not changing, bro.
Yeah,
At
they're
that
not.
age, you want to have fun.
We've learned from interviewing 2,200 plus girls now
Yeah.
at this point. Most women aren't changing unless like they got like a super strong father figure, a very dominant boyfriend. Like they need some masculine strong figure, or like they get older and then like reality smacks them in the face. Like, fuck, I can't get the same caliber of guy. And like reality reinforces what we're telling them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've had girls come on the show before, 35 years old, single, right? They bought into the feminist stream, etc. And they're like, then they come on here and they're crying, like, fuck, like, holy shit, everything you're saying lines up. Feminism lied to me. Like, I changed the career, I made the money, I couldn't get the guy that I thought I wanted or I qualified for. And then they're like fucking crying on air. And it's like the only reason they're crying on air and they agree with us is because reality is reinforced what the fuck is telling them. But a 21-year-old that has life on like, oh, all these, NBA players are hitting me up. I'm on a boat. Whoa, blah, blah. Fuck you niggas. We don't care what you think. Like, I'm living life. So it's not until they get older that they take us seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is what it is. We got to change the men, I think, in my opinion. The women ain't listening. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Yep.
They're going
At
to say
all.
these niggas are misogynists or just write us off, even though we're telling the truth. So, but you could try. I think that's good that you're trying.
I'm gonna eventually
think
try.
that-
That's
hey.
my goal.
Okay.
I mean, you're 42, so.
Chris.
I mean, she's old as fuck, though.
I am old as fuck. It's okay. Everybody that all of the
Chris, you done for
all
the
of the
night, nigga.
subs in
You
my
done for the night,
place,
bro.
we joke, not so jokingly. We're all like, we should make stepmom porn because I'm like 20 years older than all of them. Fuck it.
Fair enough. All right, Miss Mexico, what you got to say?
I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Have you ever had a woman pay for you, like in any type of way? Oh, if she offers to you like pay for something, would you accept it?
You want to take it first?
I
or-
mean, honestly speaking, like if I invite her on a date, I'm gonna pay just because like I want to take her on a date. That's what I want to do. But after that, if she wants to pay for things I don't mind, because to me it's like, if she's gonna bless me, I'm gonna receive that. Now, long term, obviously, it's in certain instances not gonna be forever. So I'll take the blessing, but I'm not gonna be, hey, you have to pay all the time. No, if you want to pay, take me for a dinner myself, cool. But if I actually want to date first, I'm gonna pay. So
okay.
I would never accept. No, I'll never accept a woman taking me out. That's, to me, I look at it like, no. Because I look at it, I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I really do genuinely think that I'm superior to any woman I'm with. The fuck do I look like accepting her money or whatever the fuck? Like, I'm the leader. I'm stronger than her. I'm better than her. Everything. I'm more confident, have more accomplishments. I've done more. She follows me. And by her paying, that's like me letting her assume authority. Like, and I know people might say, whoa, Myron, that's extreme. Like, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. But you need to walk it like you talk it. If you're going to say that you're going to be the leader, you're going to be the dom, etc., all this other bullshit, like, it's like, that's 24/7. That's how it is. Like, I don't negotiate with women, period. That's just how it is.
Well, interestingly enough, it's a dynamic difference between dominant females and dominant men. Like, as a female, we're still part of the gathering, even the gathering aspect of our gender roles. So dominant females don't operate the same as dominant men, and they frequently expect their submissive men to still pay for everything.
Yeah, that's why I've always said it. Like, just because women are capable doesn't mean they're optimal. So, like, a woman can pay for a date here and there. She could, like, assume leadership in some role, but they're not optimal for it. So why the fuck should you even put them in that role? Right? If I'm going to go to war, right? And I have 20,000 men and 20,000 women. Both of them are combat trained. Who are you going to send to the war? The men or the women?
Oh, the men.
The men.
The men, right? Because the men have a higher likelihood of success. You could put the women in, but why would you? It's a waste of time. That's the same thing where I look at it. Like, yeah, my girl could pay for it, but why the fuck am I going to even know? Like, this is just how it is. You always, and I look at it like, girls are at their best when they don't have to worry about anything, and the man is like in his role. So, like, yeah, she wants to pay whatever. Like, girls have done it before. I don't like it. I'll give Venmo them the money back or some shit because I just don't like it. So that's just me, though. Every guy's different. I think in some aspects you should have a girl pay because, like, it shows that she likes you. But I personally don't like it because I've already assessed that she likes me or whatever. So I don't need her to pay for me to assess that.
I think on some level, if a woman's willing to spend her money on you, it means she cares.
It is important, yeah.
Because if a woman hardly spends her money on anybody but herself, and she should spend on you, it means more to me, I think, than a lot of other things.
I spend most of
the
my
other thing too is
Sex
I
is free.
don't look at women as equals. Like, I mean, oh my god, that's misogynistic. But I don't look at women as equals, right? Because they're not. Like, they don't think the way we do. They don't look at the world the same way we do. Women don't have the same concept of reality that men do because women live life on easy mode. Let's keep it 1,000. Women live life on easy mode. So if someone lives life on easy mode, why the fuck am I going to defer to their authority when I live life on hard mode? I'm better equipped to deal with the world than she is. She looks at life, and that's fine. I want her that way. I want her to look at the world as like, oh my God, this is great. And this is awesome. Like, I don't want her tainted by the dark realities of the world. You know, that's my job.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? And my job actually is to protect her from the dark realities of the world so that she can have this optimistic, happy mindset. That's why trauma doesn't affect men the same way as women. Trauma makes men, but it ruins women. You know, that's why I tell guys, don't fucking, wife up girls that are whores. Don't wife up girls that are former strippers or former sex workers, etc. Because they've seen some of the darkest realities of the world. You want a girl that's untainted because trauma fucks women up. So I want her to be like that. But as me as the man, I know how the world really works. I can't defer to her authority. She's living life on easy mode, dude. What the fuck? Like, would you ask financial advice from a self-made millionaire, or would you ask from someone that's a trust fund baby? You want the self-made millionaire, not the trust fund baby. Women are trust fund babies, unfortunately. I'm not knocking them for it, but I understand the dynamic that as the man, as soon as you try to make your girl equal, that's a problem. And that's how women want it too. Keep it 1,000 with y'all. Like, even there's a chick that went viral the other day saying, oh, I want a man that's going to be like a leader and dominant, etc. But these are only conservative men, and I'm a liberal woman.
Oh yeah, in the car video.
Yeah, because conservative men tend to understand that there's gender differences. Men are men and women are women.
Yeah,
that's why women find these guys attractive most of the time, because they understand that there's gender roles. And in a gender role, as the man, you're supposed to be the leader. If you're a leader, you cannot be equal to your subordinate by definition. If you're a leader, you're not equal, period. So it doesn't make sense.
No, the equality is very, I feel, misunderstood, and
it's a lie.
Real, yeah,
it's a 1,000% lie.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean that you have more inherent human value. If anything, the woman has more value, because there's a reason why they say children and women are, first, right? But when it comes to leadership, it comes to running the relationship, etc., the man does that, not the woman. You both have equal human value. I would say even the woman has a little bit more value because she carries the next generation. If she's your woman, she's got to go with the kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to leadership, dynamic, etc., it's the fucking man every single day.
Just depends.
Did that answer
But
your question?
men are
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Right.
You said you were going to say something?
just that. Yes, I pretty much agree with you. And that even though, as I was saying, from my dominant world where I'm the alpha dom, I operate in gathering mode, and I also accept that I'm female. And most of my dominance comes from my mothering, nurturing side. It's one of the reasons I suck at degradation. I can't not nurture, so it's just reapplication of my mothering instincts. Honestly,
Okay. All right.
so even within what I do, it's from the feminine role. That's not well explained.
Yeah, not at all. Doesn't make sense at all, but it's fine.
Does, and I
Well,
have a
I
little more
asked my
time, but it's
question.
late.
Okay.
All right. You
Go
got
right
some?
ahead.
All right, there we go. My question for you two gentlemen, before I almost forgot because I'm getting tired.
Sorry.
What is your definition of a high valued classified woman? What is your definition
What's
of
y'all? What's y'all?
I'm sorry, I'm from
Just take it, bro.
Oklahoma.
Just take it home, bro.
I don't think there's such thing as a high value woman.
Well,
by
I don't know.
herself.
What was the word we was using
Misogyny.
tonight? What like?
I don't think there's a such thing as a high value woman by herself. I think a woman is high value if she can attract and retain a high value man.
Okay, great. That's all I needed to know about that. You go on to your question, baby.
And the reason for that, not to sound like an asshole, is because no one cares about a female's accomplishments.
Okay.
Yep. Especially art.
Can a girl that works
Shut up.
think about it. No. Think about this for a second. If a guy is really successful, has all this shit together, who is he gonna pick? The girl that's at Starbucks that's hot, or the girl that's like 24 with a career that's like okay?
French.
Starbucks.
Depends on his training.
Let's say, I guess
He's gonna go for the younger, badder girl.
Okay.
He doesn't care about her accomplishments. So that's why I say when a girl has accomplishments, it's like a dude that has a great shoe collection.
True statement.
Do you care about a dude that do you care if a dude has a bunch of Jordans?
Not at all.
We don't care about your career.
Facts.
Same exact equivalent.
Especially art.
So when girls like flex what they do for work, how much money they make, I'm like, oh, let me tell you about my Jordan collection.
Turn off.
They'd be like, they'd be like, okay, that's cool, but I don't give a fuck. Because does my Jordan collection benefit you? It doesn't.
No.
Your money doesn't benefit me because I already understand as a man, I got to be the leader. I got to pay for everything. I got to be, you know what I mean? The breadwinner in general. So your money is your money. My money is our money.
That's frequently how it rolls.
Yeah. You got anything?
No, other than
That's
just that I enjoy coming on the show. Gets crazier every time I come on here.
Yeah.
I feel like the more
Do we have this many kickouts as when you
no,
were?
for me at least.
This is my first.
For me, I feel like each time I come on, more people get kicked out.
Damn.
Technically, the Canadians didn't get kicked out. They left.
Yeah, they walked off.
They
That's
walked
fine.
off.
They
They
got
walked
lost.
off. That's all.
I mean,
But
same shit.
I gotta know from you
Translating.
though.
Mhm.
How are you gonna take that from her? She said you got no ass, just titties.
I touched it. She okay.
Wait.
Where's the female support?
I can say it. I can ask.
Where's the female support?
I got, look, I mean, but I touched it, so I gave it
I
support.
mean, so she want to sign up and do a spin?
Me or her?
No, her.
Me?
Yeah, get up and do a spin, girl.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Smart girl.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, man, I think we're gonna have a show on
Wednesday.
Okay. Sean Afon goes, just switch camera to booth, please. Not a single smash at the table.
Huh? I want to see a picture of you. You probably ain't went to the gym in 10 years, but
It's
keep
a
going.
S.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
exactly.
Love FNF doing God's work. Question from Myron: women should not be slutty, but men should sleep with 50 women minimum. Wouldn't that mean that we made 50 sluts and now 50 men who could have a potential wife now cannot?
Damn.
Bro, what
That was too deep, I think.
That's a little
That just
personal.
kind of get.
No, it's
Hold
what they don't
on.
understand is that girls are going to be promiscuous anyway. So
Yeah.
figure out which ones are. Okay, like Bro, don't go with this TradCon brainwashing that they're gonna tell you like, oh, bro, like if you're gonna go ahead and fuck a bunch of girls, you're fucking it up for everybody else. Yo, they're gonna be promiscuous anyway.
Yeah, it's funny because the problem's already there.
Yeah.
You're just making sure that you don't pick the problems that are already there.
Yeah, you don't become a statistic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you're putting yourself in a position where you're acclimating to the problem.
Because if you don't understand the marketplace and you go into it, you're gonna pick one of these 50 sluts.
Literally, I asked the girls earlier, what do you think the average body count is for a girl that's 25? Everyone named a number over 10, nigga.
Yeah.
So like, yo, what, like, bro, you gotta get with the times, bro. It's not 1953 like I was saying before, where all the girls are coming pre-assembled wife material. No.
And to be honest, to be frank with you, the guy that's asking this question, I guarantee you the girl that he's probably gonna date have women bodies than him.
Facts.
So it's like kind of like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, man. I would say from all the time, because we've asked this question a bunch of times, I would say the average 25-year-old girl in the United States nowadays, easily somewhere between 10 to 50 bodies, bro. Easy. Double digits, though. Definitely going to be in the double digits. So, and a lot of you guys are fucking virgins at 25, if we're going to keep it all the way 1,000.
Yeah.
There's more male virgins now than ever before. So
it's not worth the effort.
With pornography, video games, sex dolls, all this shit, 1 in 3 dudes isn't getting laid.
Yeah.
33%, almost 50%. Sin Robinson, you are the biggest capper of the night. Think people would not know you on OF and on PH doing the nasty and think nobody is doing their whole facts. Keep it up, though.
Who is Sin Robinson?
She was
The
the
one
girl
that was right here.
Oh, that was her.
The baby, the mama with the
Damn, for real.
Entrepreneur.
Wait,
That's her name.
Wait, she's on OnlyFans and porn.
The ramen noodle.
No way.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
she on-
she did say I'm gonna get my money this summer. I don't know if you caught
She
that.
did, and I
She
wasn't gonna say
did.
nothing, but I heard it.
She's on both platforms.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not one.
Not
but
one,
two.
but two.
Same shit.
I mean,
Both,
I don't know why
basically.
y'all are surprised, bro. Like, a lot of girls do that shit on the side.
Yeah.
It's another day in the office for us, bro. Like, I'm not. As soon as she said I'm gonna get my money this summer, I knew what time it was.
What the fuck?
I was like, yeah, she fucking on camera for money or some shit. So anyway, yo, guys, all the girls' Instagrams are below. Go ahead and send them a dick pic. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of Fresh Fit. We're gonna have Derek Rubin on Wednesday. David Rubin. Excuse me. Man, sorry, guys. It's our third show.
Stupid. And
David Rubin. Yeah.
Since you're here, Wednesday after hours, we have a special guest. Maybe a big time boxer. Who knows?
Oh shit! All right,
just
guys. So yeah, man, we gave you out 3 shows today. We had Wes Watson, Mateo, and Jorge Linares, and then we're gonna have fucking David Rubin on Wednesday, and it's gonna be lit, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Check us out Wednesday, 7 p.m. Peace.